Hey everybody, this is Blaine, and we are back for another episode for the BNN podcast. We're still working on another title for this channel, so bear with us on that. But I am not alone.
Hey man, it's me, Cassandra, or Cass, CJ, what?
CJ,
CJ.
CJ,
CJ.
Banda.
Yeah, CJ.
So we are back, and we're gonna be talking about some movies, some shows, and whatever the hell Netflix has been doing lately with their original content. So let's get started with it. So Cassandra, you wanted to talk about what? Shape in the Water?
Yeah. Shape in the Water. Or Shape of Water.
Shape of Water.
Shape of Water. And I was like, oh my god, that looks so beautiful. What can I say about it, man? It's like, I know it's Abe from Hellboy. It looks
Looks
and he
like
acts
him.
like him. Okay, he may not look like it from the old movies, but it's a different concept of him. It's a different artist. But other than that, it looks amazing.
Man, you can tell. If you guys don't know, Guillermo del Toro directed Hellboy 1 and 2,
Mm-hmm.
and it looks like those influences has definitely come over towards this film of his, because you see the creature in the water. It likes to eat eggs. It likes literature.
It looks a little darker, like
Because
the
I'm
lighting
Because I'm starting to watch Hellboy for the first time. It's crazy, I know. I was looking at it on Netflix, and I'm like, I remember the movie came out like in middle school, and it was the year 2004. I'm like, damn.
Oh my god.
And when you watch the film too, it's like, oh, like the intro. I'm like, damn, this is dated.
Yeah, I know. Like,
It's so
super.
dated. Kind of the intro to me reminds me of the intro for Spawn
Mm-hmm.
with the fire, and you see like all these different little images and stuff. I'm like, oh, this is dated. But
Oh my god.
I'm gonna bear with it. So I'm like, right now I'm at the part where Hellboy is just a baby. I'm
That's
at
the
that part.
beginning.
I know.
That's the beginning.
I paused it because I'm like, yep, I'm going to sleep. Not because it was bad. I'm like, sleep was just coming over. So I'm like, yeah, let me pause it and go to sleep.
What time were you watching it? 4 a.m.?
No, it was like a 11 or 12, whatever. That's early,
Mm-hmm.
but I was laying on that bed and sleep took over. I'm like, I'm gone.
Man, you barely started.
I know.
Oh, and you saw how Rasputin in his eyeballs, like, oh my god, that's so fucking fake. But it looks like they're gonna update Hellboy. So they're gonna start with Abe, and I guess just build up from there.
I really don't know. It would be interesting because
I think Abe is older than Hellboy.
yeah,
And he ages a little more
but this
slower.
I'll have to see. I think this movie's under Universal.
Is it?
Yeah, I'll have to check to see who's doing the production and distribution. It might be Warner Brothers. I know the new Hellboy movie is under Lionsgate. It could be under, because I know in a recent
Is El Toro working on Hellboy too?
No,
No,
he's not a
it's
part
not
of this. This one's a reboot, and this one is supposed to be darker. It is rated R. It's gonna be action horror,
Mm-hmm.
and it's gonna be. Mike Mignola said it's really close to the source material, dealing with the Blood Queen
Mm-hmm.
from one of the stories called Alice and the Blood Queen,
Mm-hmm.
and sounds really interesting. You saw the photo not too long ago. That he looks very similar to Ron Perlman's.
Yeah, I thought it was Ron
Perlman.
Perlman.
I'm like, then you look at it, then you're like, no, it's David Harbour from Stranger Things. You're like, damn. Like when I heard that he was announced, and I just saw
That's why I didn't give it a second look. I was like, oh, Hellboy, nice. Okay, then.
Yeah,
keep
like
going.
that means like, oh shit, that's
Someone else.
good. But I saw David Harbour, like when I heard he was announced, and I looked at him, I'm like, I was looking at his chin, I'm like, yeah, he could play Hellboy. I was just looking at him. Then obviously he's just a little bit buffer.
Yeah.
His skin looks a little grimier. It's not as
Shiny and red.
shiny and bright red as
Yeah,
Ron Perlman's.
Ron Perlman's was like really smooth. It looked like he didn't look like he had a bunch of muscle in there, but you knew he had muscle. But this one's more defined. You can see those veins.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, so like I know some folks were complaining like his arms looks too slim and things.
Well,
That might
if you
be
look at the old one, it was totally different. His little skinny ass arm and this big ass rock.
So it looks good, and I know Mike Mignola said that because it seems like we are entering into like a cool Renaissance period dealing with rated R comic book stuff, like from Deadpool, from Logan. He did say that. He said that the movie, or at least like he did help out a bit with the scripts, like a few rough drafts of the scripts. He said that it's going to lean more towards that Logan type of vibe.
Oh, that would be nice.
Yeah.
Because if they just push the envelope with some of these comic movies and just make it rated R or the way it was supposed to be written, oh my God, it'd be so beautiful, so bloody, so...
Yeah, and he did say he hopes that this opens up a Hellboy cinematic universe, because I was reading more on Hellboy, and he built a big universe, not just with Hellboy, with all these other characters, dealing with the bureau that Hellboy works with, the paranormal and research,
there's a few
whatever.
other characters in there, but I'm more familiar with Abe and Hellboy.
Yeah, because it goes beyond the World War II situation. It goes really deep. So I'm like, they can do a whole lot more with the material, and actually, the omnibus books, with the full collections and everything, they come out next year, and they're gonna tell the story of Hellboy for the first time in chronological order, because some of the stuff were out of place. However, the sagas were taking place. So starting next year, like in May for comic book shops, June for books, bookstores everywhere. You'll get Volume 1. Volume 2 is like in the fall. Volume 3 will be like in the winter, and Volume 4 will be 2019. So there'll be 4 volumes of those, and I think 2 volumes of short stories that take place before. The short stories are the beginning.
I'll buy that. If it's volumes, it's easier.
Yeah, because
like, collecting all the little stories.
Because it's over like 300-something pages. 300-something pages for the first book. 400-something pages like for the second book. And I'm like, I can't wait for that, because it's only going to be 4 volumes, and they're really big, so I can just go ham on that at home. And I don't have to carry it everywhere and whatnot.
Oh my God. Keith just walked in.
It's Keith.
Like, what the
Keith.
fuck, Keith? Where'd you go?
I was like, man, I'm glad you guys started without me. Shit.
Yeah, man, we're only, 8-some minutes in?
7 minutes in? All right, cool. Welcome, everybody, to another episode of the BNN podcast. I'm your host, Keith Williams, joined by my friends and them.
It's too late for that, Keith. They know who we are. You late.
I know.
You supposed to kill the stereotype, bruh.
I am. But hey, I'm here, so.
But we kind of went off track a little bit. We were supposed to talk about
Shape of Water. Then we went into Hellboy.
But have you seen the animated Hellboy ones?
No, I haven't seen anything. I haven't seen anything Hellboy.
Good. It's actually better than the films.
Really?
Yeah.
It was really good. I forgot what was the one with the ghost chick.
It was a samurai thing, right? Samurai sword.
I thought it was like the Elizabethan one.
Oh, that one. It's like she was supposed to have like 3 faces or something.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
I forgot what that one was.
I think that was a vampire one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
I need to rewatch those. They're really good.
Yeah. How many were there?
Just only 2.
Just only 2?
Yeah, I want more.
I wanted more too. That was not a bad. It was not bad at all.
When I didn't know anything about comics, I thought it was the same as DC or something.
Speaking of Hellboy, he's gonna be in Injustice too soon.
Really?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he's the guest character.
But no Static.
Yeah. And what's funny about that? Now that you mentioned
No
that,
Static.
yeah,
man.
there ain't gonna be no Static, but there might be a Black Lightning.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
wait, wasn't he like in the background?
no,
in one
he
of
was
the games?
I don't think he was in the background of any games. I don't know. I gotta look up a Easter egg video or something.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I can just hear folks just. Okay, you brought in Hellboy, who's
Mhm.
tight, but we've been waiting on Static since the first.
Yeah, exactly, man.
okay. Well, so what are your thoughts on Shape of Water?
Oh shit, yeah. Let's get back on topic. When I look up the fish monster, I'm like, Abe.
That's what she's been saying it. I said it, and some other folks.
And how he moves and he eats eggs and he's very, like you said, literature.
With literature
Mm-hmm.
and everything, because he reads books.
And then he can also feel with his hands. He has like some sign of sensors. He can just feel what you're feeling. So that's how he connects with the mute chick.
Yeah,
neat.
so it's very weird because if Del Toro is doing something with that, like if they found a loophole for him to be working on that and tie it in towards this new Hellboy, that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Because the new Hellboy movie comes out 2019 or next year.
I think it's next year.
I think it's next year, I believe.
So that's
Yeah,
right on. That's smart.
Yeah, and like I really want more Hellboy movies. But we're getting off track again.
Look, man, we can talk about both. Shape of Water
They're
looks
tied
really interesting.
together.
It does look real interesting.
And it's a love story
Yeah,
type
Yeah.
deal.
technically. Mm-hmm.
Like
It
if you
reminds
go
me
on
of-
Tumblr, there's a lot of people that want to fuck a fish now.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Rule 34 never
That's
fails.
that's bestiality.
Hey, man, this is whatever you want.
He's not.
I blame fairy tales for that.
He's not really a
Folklore. Dude, like there's some folks that wants to be with Beast from Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
Dude, your shit will be destroyed, bro. Like, ugh. Like, come on, man. That's terrible. But no, back on the topic.
Then there's of course, gargoyles.
Oh, yeah, gargoyles.
Shut
Yeah,
up.
yeah. We ain't gonna talk about that one. I see some gargoyle. I see some terrible shit.
Hey man, you can find love anywhere, even under a rock.
You're right. You're right.
Patrick Star.
But no, it reminds me also about BioShock a little bit because they're on the water.
Yeah,
Most of the time.
I think.
Like,
Well, no, that was
like-
Peter Jackson was supposed to do BioShock movie.
is
No,
it?
was it? It was either BioShock or Halo.
I believe it was Halo.
I think for him, but they were supposed to do a BioShock movie,
Mm-hmm.
and that would be cool if Del Toro did do BioShock.
I would like to see a BioShock movie.
Yeah, they can do it now
Yeah.
because the company that made them is closed,
That's
so they can still do something. Whoever owns them.
Yeah. Yeah, a little BioShock ass with Abe in there and stuff like that. Meat Chick looks cool. She probably is gonna be the funniest out of the movie. She looks like kind of really dumb.
Oh yeah, she can get away with bad words.
Dead ass. We saw in the trailer. F you.
Yeah, we know. Like if you want to flick someone off, but be all secret about it, just use sign language, man. Like,
You can get away with a lot.
As soon as people see that movie and they see somebody do that to them, they're like, "Oh, okay, asshole." Get ready to catch these hands, but hopefully it doesn't come to that. But yeah, I'm excited for that movie.
When does it come out? Comes out what?
December.
December.
I think. Gosh, shit.
Well, it just said December. I remember.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
December. It was like I had to wait a while.
Okay.
A lot of shit come out December too.
Next week is Kingsman. Gold.
Yeah, Kingsman.
I have to
wait
see
for
that.
that.
I have to see that with my niggas.
Did you see it?
Yeah.
Oh my god! Let's talk about it.
Oh my goodness, dude.
What, spoiler or non-spoiler?
Have you seen it?
I seen it.
You seen it?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so spoiler alert.
Okay.
Spoiler.
That
alert.
movie-
So we're gonna
is-
do a spoiler? No, none, and spoiler. Just
No spoilers.
Man, I have to do spoilers, man, because I like talking about it.
Yeah, I love talking about it.
And
okay.
It was funny.
This is a spoiler warning. I'll make sure this will be in the title card too. It spoilers. So
Yeah, okay.
let's get at it right now.
I thought it was gonna be more scary. It's like I usually don't watch scary movies.
Exactly.
I really don't watch scary movies, but I walked in there. I had a few jump scares, but I didn't like piss my pants or anything.
Yeah, like it's not. It wasn't even a horror movie. It was just more of
disturbing.
Disturbing nightmare fuel shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, dang, dude, they did it. What, like compared to Tim Curry's? Like Tim Curry's was real hilarious.
Yeah.
He was fucked
Funny.
up he was funny and hilarious. He was fucked up in a funny way.
Yeah.
This
Like,
it
is creepy.
uncomfortable as
Very
shit.
But there was funny stuff in this movie. Like the children were hilarious.
Yeah.
Eddie was off the chain
Eddie
to me.
was dope. I love the shit that he did at the end when after he threw up on him. I'm gonna fucking kill him. Script that shit, dude. I was like, yes, Eddie, let's go.
Like Eddie was tight.
I
Like all the children were
I really like
good.
Ben. Ben was my favorite.
Bevan is the big guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I like Ben.
He was so cute.
What makes me mad is that this dude did everything for this chick, Beverly.
Oh, Bev.
I'm sorry. That
Wait,
chick,
wait.
she went right to Billy. I'm like, you went to
I
the
know.
stuttering motherfucker instead of a dude that
Yeah,
literally
I was
brought
so
you back
pissed off
from
of
life.
that. Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck? This is how bitches are nowadays. Right
Yeah.
now. I'm sorry if I'm offending anybody.
They been like
No,
that.
but Ben was so cute. He had poetry,
Mhm.
and you went through all this hard work trying to find out who wrote you this poetry, and you go with the
And
guy.
yeah.
I'm like,
And
what
you go with
fuck?
the guy that stutters that really didn't, was kind of more brave than you at some points. But we ain't gonna get into that now.
Well, Billy and Ben both. Well, Billy wanted to go find his brother Georgie.
Yeah.
Found him all right.
Oh,
Ooh, yeah.
we didn't even talk about the plot.
Ooh.
So anyway, for
Show
you,
didn't.
okay, you guys should know the plot for it. It all just starts off with. It really just starts
Georgie
off
got
in the
oofed.
movie where
Like
Georgie. It starts off with Georgie. He goes missing.
yeah, that was
And
like
they believe
that
it's this
so
clown.
surprised me when his arm gets fucking ripped off.
Yeah,
It's like,
Yeah.
I was like, and he was crying and shit like that.
Actually, he says, "My hand." It's like, no, it's not your hand. It's your arm.
Arm is gone. They didn't even show that in the
old one.
old one. They just show him just.
That
He just showed
was-
it coming close to the camera, and it gives the illusion that his arm is gone.
Yeah.
This one actually showed
It was
it.
like, damn.
The children goes through some stuff. Eddie, his his arm
Arm
is
was
broke.
Yeah, dude. Like, I was like,
Wait,
yeah.
this thing,
Stan.
like, they snapped it
That's
back.
bad. Yeah.
And it was like, jeez. And
He's
his
like, no,
mom,
no, no,
was
no,
real.
no, no.
And then his mom was a bitch.
I know, right?
It just makes me question: is he really sick, or is it placebos, or what?
He wasn't. See, like his mom was making it look like he was sick
For what?
To keep her there,
to
like,
keep him there. Like
sheltered and
she's,
shit like that. She loved that boy.
man, she's one of them parents. Like she seems like
Yeah, this parent.
she's insecure, and it feels like if I can keep my son here, he will never have to leave. He can always be with me. I can always watch over him. He can watch over my
Yeah.
lazy
Yes.
ass just sitting there.
Exactly.
Just ugh.
But like, fuck that. Like, I was like, man, Georgia got fucked up in that movie, man.
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't know they would actually show a little kid's arm getting bitten off and shit like that.
Man,
And
like
have
and
him
Stan's
screaming.
face was almost taken off by that picture.
Oh yeah, that picture.
Oh
they-
my god, that shit was scary. It's like
Yeah.
that was scarier than the fucking clown.
I'm looking at that kid. I'm like, what the fuck? You're gonna be having nightmares in a bit, bro.
Yeah, man.
That was fucked up. That was close though. But my favorite scene out of that whole movie is the projector scene.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit,
that was
yeah. That was
that's disturbing.
that was
yeah.
scary. It's like
And then it
shit.
just started moving. It's like what's going on?
And then it was his face.
Then you just see his face.
Yeah, that face he was making was hilarious. I was like, oh man, he's in your pictures.
Okay, what'd you think of that dancing scene?
That's still like, it's like a happy ass dance, but the face.
Yeah.
The
So
face. I was
serious.
like,
And
it
then
was
he
still,
then he just pops out like from a Jack in the Box.
yeah.
I was like,
Oh,
this is
man.
and
And there's so many
I was
edits.
rolling.
If you
Yeah.
go on Tumblr, there's so many edits of him dancing to different songs. It's
Yeah,
hilarious. It just
dude.
ruins it, but it's funny at the same time.
like some folks were like I was reading from Nicholas Draper's Ivy's page.
Yeah.
And like folks was like, man, I can't wait for a GIF for that scene.
Yeah.
Like, we're going to the movie.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm going on a date.
I was like, okay, like, but all serious now. But in all serious, that fucking scene, like, I'm like, it's a funny ass dance, but it's not funny at all.
It was funny because they go up there, says Pennywise, the dancing clown. It opens up and you just see this
His
thing
face
dancing.
is frowning and he's like looking you dead in the eye.
Yeah.
And his head is not moving.
At all. I was like, that's what made it creepy. And then
Yeah.
like
It's
that.
like, how did they do that? It looked like they got. Did they just send her his head?
Yeah.
And they just.
I don't know. Because I know, like, for the movie, it's a mixture of practical and visual effects. And they did really good.
It was like, I couldn't tell.
Especially
if they
with
just
his
centered the
eyes. Because,
Yeah,
you know, like, one
man.
eye would be
Oh,
here
God.
and his other eye would be like.
Oh, that
was
people
creepy.
people thought that was actually for real. I was like, nah, man, that's definitely
If he-
effects.
Oh, God.
If he did
I
that
hated
for real.
when he was actually cross-eyed. I was like, that just makes him look more like monster-like.
I think he is a little bit, like Bill Skarsgård, I
looks
think he a little bit cross-eyed, but that thing, especially, you know, like that part
That
where
makes it-
its head was like this and
The actor looks kind of like a psychopath.
Yeah, dude.
Skarsgård.
Yeah.
No, but you know that part where its head was like laying down and then he slides and his eyes just roll like the back of his head.
Oh, when
Oh,
after the basement scene,
I
oh,
think so.
I was like,
Shit.
that basement scene had me fucked up too. Cause after he said it the last time, that tone, like that voice that he did at the end,
Yeah.
where he scrimped that shit, I'm like, oh,
Oh,
no,
God.
bro.
Man, what kind of was trippy was like when he opened his mouth and them teeth came out
Yeah.
and he
God.
bit off Georgie's hand. I like the beginning.
I like
That
the
was
beginning too. I was
cool.
like, y'all went real with that shit. Congratulations, y'all actually showed. Y'all were bold enough to show that.
Hello, Georgie.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hated.
God.
I hated that
it
whole
when you do that,
conversation.
man. It's so
Yeah,
good
he
when you
was
do
like,
it.
and he was like,
I like
what did he
that.
tell him? Like, when he tried to offer him with a balloon or whatever,
Mhm.
and he was like, I shouldn't talk to strangers. Like, you know, Joe was like, I shouldn't talk to strangers. And then
He
what
goes
Pennywise is like,
Oh.
like,
Like a little, like you're talking
yeah,
to
he
a
was
little
like,
kid.
yeah, like if you see his eyes and stuff,
Yeah, his eyes is
He
blue,
was like,
and you want to know.
I'm Pennywise.
Yeah.
You're Georgie. Like, we're not strangers anymore, are we?
And yeah, and they started laughing and laughing, and then as soon as Pennywise started laughing and Georgie was still laughing, I was like, "Get the fuck out!"
And
He was just
Oh.
and just stopped laughing.
Yeah.
And just looked at him, just dead and just like this.
It was funny because I was telling Cassandra, like, there were some parts where his eyes were kind of big. Of course, you saw the slob
Mm-hmm.
where he was like
Yeah.
saliva.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Looked like he was a baby. Then he just went like
Serious.
6, like
Yeah, dude.
Crazy.
like a straight
He just,
pedophile.
like he just stopped laughing. I was like, see, right
Yo.
there, I would have ended it. I
Yeah,
would've
so it was
ended
more
that
creepy
current-
than
Yo,
scary, man.
this
Yeah,
Halloween's gonna be off the chain, bro.
It really is. As soon as I see Pennywise,
Bruh.
I'm like, yo, look, if we gotta fight,
Hey,
we gotta fight. Like,
For my brothers in Chicago, man, that's when they really come out, man.
yeah.
What people are gonna be doing is gonna be buying red balloons and
Mhm.
tying by sewers. That's what they're gonna be doing.
That's all they have to do.
hmm And one of them was gonna have somebody in it.
Somebody,
I hope it doesn't rain.
some folks are gonna get killed.
Yeah. Like,
Somebody
oh,
gonna get
man.
killed.
but
Either a
no,
clown
man,
or
that
a
movie,
kid,
that
one or the
movie was
other.
not scary at all. It was just nightmare scary.
Yeah.
Man, but it was good,
Good.
though.
Yeah,
it
Like,
was
I know, like, some folks are worried that
Like-
if it wasn't in the movie, like, for the parts that he wasn't going to be in the film, it'd be boring. But they kept it entertaining. They did it right. They build it up towards it. And once it hits,
Yeah.
it hits hard.
Mm-hmm.
But I told my mom it wasn't scary, and she took it the wrong way, saying it wasn't good. I'm like, no, it was good. It just wasn't scary. It was very disturbing, but
Yeah.
it's really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's the sad thing. Like, a lot of folks will think that, well, horror films, if it ain't, like, you know, you're jumping off your seat scary, that makes it a bad film. And, like, I hate that for horror movies now, when ever since these Annabelles, these Insidious, and all these other crap's been coming out, and they do these cheap
Jump scares.
jump scares, and
Yeah.
it did have those moments,
But it
But it
wasn't
wasn't a
much.
lot.
but it wasn't a
lot.
lot.
Yeah, it wasn't a lot.
You know
like,
what I'm
I
saying?
like the refrigerator scene.
Oh man, that
I
was
thought
creepy.
that was gonna be creepy as fucking. What had me excited for this shit, I was like when he was running towards him, he was mocking him and shit like that. He was
Yeah.
like,
I was telling her that
I was
I love
laughing.
the
I was
the
holy
part.
shit.
It's the part where
This
Eddie
nigga
has
cold
that
as
asthma,
fuck, yeah.
and he was like, and then Penny was like,
That shit had me laughing.
I was rolling. I'm like, this dude's clowning. I
He was mocking
told
him and
Cassandra
shit.
like, shit, I be doing the same thing.
Yeah. It was hilarious.
I'm like, yo, I couldn't be on set. I'd be rolling. I'm like, I'll go back just to see that.
Yeah.
I'm going to see the movie again.
And he was gonna act like he was gonna bite his hand and shit like that. I was like, come on, man, he just broke that arm too. He's like, and then he
That's
started.
a dad thing to do, man, with your little kid to scare them.
That
And
was
you know,
too
he
funny.
has the power to do that shit. Just knowing that he has the power to do that shit, and him just acting like that, I'm like, man, fuck you, Pennywise.
I'm like,
But Pennywise, that Pennywise was the best.
if they ever come out with a poster just for Pennywise, I'll put that up in my room.
What?
Of Pennywise, yeah.
Of just Pennywise trying to bite up his arm?
No, like just a
poster?
poster of Pennywise.
Dude, I've been having dreams ever since I saw that movie about
Really?
Pennywise. Nah, it was a stupid.
Well,
dream,
Cassandra
though.
told me she had a dream with Pennywise in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, my aunt replaced Pennywise, and she actually pulled me through the sewer. It was like, holy shit. I tried to walk around it, but the sewer just got longer and bigger, and she grabbed me and
She
then pulled me in.
Just dragged you up in there.
I had a dream about Pennywise. Like I was beating him on Street Fighter bad.
Wow.
I was murdering him, and he was like, man, if you was so like he wasn't even scary or nothing. He just looked at me and said, you know, if you
Wait,
was
is
this,
it new Pennywise?
it was
or-
new Pennywise.
Okay.
That's too funny.
This dude literally looked at me and said, you know, if you was this confident in getting girls like this, dude. I said, I woke up mad. I said, man, I literally woke, my alarm went off. I said, bow.
You got
He
told
was
it
like,
your
he
dream.
straight up said, if your skills was as good as if your
Confidence.
if your confidence and
In the
your
game.
and your pickup game was as good as your Street Fighter skills,
Hey,
you could have got something.
hey, it's like shit. I get chicks all the time. They might be below my age, but I get them.
Shit, hey yo, fuck my nigga.
It's almost like in Fleece Johnson, like, hey, look, I like
want
you, and I want you.
and I'm
We
gonna
can do
get
this the easy way or hard way. The choice is yours, Georgie.
I'm like, man, but nah, he was cool. I like that sewer scene because in the book, the reason why it had blue eyes is because that was the same color as his mom's. It's a trusting thing.
Oh, that's
Oh, really?
tight.
That's why Georgie was still talking to this motherfucker. It was like, this is awkward as fuck.
Yeah, his eyes were, but they were pretty big.
Yeah,
And like they changed colors and
That
stuff, too.
described his mom, and then he loved his mom. And stuff
Yeah.
like
Did you read the book or?
I actually heard the audiobook. That fucking book is insanely fucked up.
Yeah, because you know, like Cassandra, like you put up on Facebook about a little bit about how his backstory.
I like the backstory part.
His
Not so
backstory.
much the dairy shit.
But it's in the
like-
book, right?
Yeah, it's in the book, and like in the fact that this dude, this fucking creature,
Being.
is a fucking cosmic being that just devours. It's a god of consumption,
Mm.
and
like-
somehow he's attracted towards
Children.
dairy.
Oh.
Oh no, the reason why is because he actually landed their universes before.
Yeah, he's like, he's millions of years old. ain't he?
Yeah, like way before even humanity even.
So
probably
why do
started.
people still live there?
It was built like this is the thing. He was down there. He was just sleeping until people started building over it, and then he got hungry.
Damn.
That's literally what
Like-
happened.
So
He got
if
woken
nobody-
up by the people that created it.
Well, he's been there for
Wait, created him?
ages.
and like what Stephen King does is all his books and all his characters and everything they
Mhm.
all take place in Maine.
Yeah.
I think they all take place in Derry, if I'm not mistaken. But all his books are connected in the Stephen King universe.
Yeah, the macroverse.
Yeah.
That's what it's called.
So everything is.
That's what
connected.
I like about that shit, because as soon as people started seeing the new It, and I saw videos of like It's real backstory and what the fuck he is and everything else. That shit is awesome. I like that shit.
Like,
I'm
I'm not
his
sure.
war with the turtle, I
Yeah.
can't wait for that. If they show that in the second chapter.
Like, they
I'm gonna
mentioned
be-
the
it's gonna be
turtle
lit.
in the movie. Like, you see the Lego turtle. You see that
Yeah.
Ben mentions, like, the turtle
I
under
saw
there.
him like drop it or something.
Because the
step on it.
turtle, I know one guy saying in a comment that the turtle has, like, the whole world
Yeah,
on his,
it's a
on his
that,
back.
like God of consumption, and then the turtle's the God of creation.
Yeah. And see, that's
It's a
and that's
good
what a
phrase.
lot of folks would be like, okay, what?
Yeah,
But,
I'm right there.
Like, I know
What?
Kerry Fukunaga, he was supposed to direct originally he was supposed to direct this new It, but it was more grounded,
Mhm.
so it wasn't going to focus on the shape shifting and the supernatural parts of it.
Mhm.
But that's what makes it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like,
The
I
fact that
understood
he's
why
just-
he did
down
that.
the fact that he's just weird. He's not
Yeah.
scary or well.
Well-
I mean, he's a terrifying fuck.
Yeah.
But
But you would have take off that other element that would have made it, like, we understood
this is
why you didn't
weirdly
do it.
fucked up. Like
We understood why you didn't do it in the 90s with that budget on ABC.
Yeah.
But now you have a better budget and you can put more into it. And I think it worked with him doing all the little shape shifting stuff and whatnot.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah.
It was better than a big ass spider.
Yeah, like they most definitely like nothing. Like we're not talking about like. I mean, yeah, we got Tim Curry's It. Okay, this It. We
Yeah.
met this It in real life. Sleep. like this It wasn't even like scary. It was just
It's just disturbing.
It's just unsettling and uncomfortable.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
disturbing.
And so he does have like the war with with the turtle and everything, and that
Yeah.
might turn off a lot of people. But what they're supposed to do with chapter 2
They're gonna
is
center
they're gonna
around
talk.
Mike.
Well, they're gonna talk more about its backstory,
what
and
it
I think a
is.
little bit of with
So
Derry.
they really can't kill it.
No, they can kill it.
They can.
They did it in.
The book?
Well, they did it
I
in
didn't-
the mini
okay,
series.
so-
I haven't read all the book yet.
Yeah, they did it in the miniseries. I didn't read. Like,
I
you're
haven't
telling me
read the
about the
book.
book, and I don't want to know everything about this stupid orgy thing. And
Yeah, the
the
children
freaking
orgy.
and the parent molesting his fucking daughter bad. It was like,
Yeah.
I don't want to read that part. I don't even want to
Like-
read those two parts. So
Well, like
I'm
they were saying,
hesitant.
like Stephen King doesn't do like a dragged out thing about them having sex. He just this is what they did, and he moved on.
Yeah.
But you know, it is still disturbing. But it was supposed to be like a metaphor for how they're leaving childhood and going to adulthood,
Mm-hmm.
and of course, majority of the children leave.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Majority of the children.
All right. But
We're back.
yeah, we're back.
We had
had
a quick intervention.
yeah. The parents in that movie, bro. I really didn't have a problem with any of the parents.
Except
Really?
for Beth's dad
Yeah, Bev's dad was a fuck.
and Eddie's mom.
Well, like when you say you
Yeah.
don't have any problems with the parents, like you didn't think they were more scary than it, pretty much,
I
or
mean,
more demented.
I was like, if you knew something bad was happening,
Well,
why
that's
live
the
in
other
fucking
thing
town?
too.
That's another
It
thing also.
has a spell on the parents.
Oh.
yeah,
He has like like obviously if they were children, if they like obviously when they were children, they probably seen it and the terror and stuff. But it's almost like when you're that's the whole metaphor with the book, like that Stephen King was going for. There will be some stuff that when you're an adult, you'll forget some of the stuff that when you're a child, or
Yeah, you wanna bury that
or you
memory.
don't want to remember.
Yeah,
it,
you wanna
or
bury
you act
it.
like it never happened.
yeah. That's
So like
an
when
influence.
parents say like, I never
don't-
did that, I was little. Yeah. Some of them like, I never went to wild parties when I was your age. They probably did, but when they're like an
made 'em
adult,
it basically has an influence to where only like when like for instance if we were kids and like he's like over there doing his shit,
Uh-huh.
he would have like it's like a fucking wall that he can put up to where like you like mommy look, she won't even pay attention to it. Like they made him makes them totally like immune or whatever the fuck to.
That's why when Bev's dad walked into the bathroom,
and
he didn't see anything.
Yeah,
he didn't want to see it.
Yeah.
He probably did see it, but he didn't. But then again, it made it to where only kids can see it and blocks.
That's how he can do what he does.
I'm like,
with
dang, it is a fucking entity, dude. Like that motherfucker. Got
Speaking of
powers.
the bathroom scene, what y'all thought about that? When the blood,
Like, that was disgusting. Like
it was kind of fucked up. I was like,
it was.
that's a little kid.
I watched it. With
that was a little kid.
I watched it with my mom, and she's big on Stephen King too. Not so much the I
What'd
don't
she
think she
think
read
about
the books, but she was talking about the movies, and she said that bathroom scene is Carrie. If you know, like Carrie is one of his first book that was published.
Yeah.
And it deals with that demented girl and stuff.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
think that's why you saw like the
Yeah,
hair.
she's like, she has Esper and some shit. Yeah.
Yeah, so you were saying like that blood scene. Like there was a lot of Easter eggs in there. Like you saw when Richie or whoever was riding the bike, and you saw Silver. That's from Silver Bullet. You see
The bike is silver, right?
What? Yeah, well you saw the name Silver on there. She said that's a key from Silver. Silver Bullet is a story he wrote.
Oh, okay.
Then you saw the car passing with them two old people in there.
Yeah,
that's Christine.
That's Christine.
Then
What's Christine?
The car
The
that
killer
kills
car?
people.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So why was there a balloon in there? Because
it was there.
It was in there.
It had a influence.
Oh, it didn't.
Yeah, you saw the old folks. They just look and they kept going.
And because it was like hiding or like
No,
trying to get people not to do anything when people were like needed
that's
help.
how you know it fucked with them. I guess it's a thing.
Oh.
Like, all right. So what's funny also is that it just shows up. I hate the fact that he shows up at the wrong time. I'm like, it can literally like kill y'all in y'all sleep.
Yeah.
But there's some explanation towards that and shit like that. I guess he hasn't scared them enough yet.
Yeah.
At that point, but this dude will show up at the worst times too. Like when that black kid was getting his face rubbed in the fucking raw fish, and you just see it just sitting there looking at it, like spectating, and then he spits up that kid's hand and starts waving it. I was like, oh yeah,
that was funny. I just bust out laughing on that.
I was like, motherfucker, that's cold as hell, dude. And he was like, hey.
That was hilarious.
I was like, he's really good. Like,
yeah,
but it was good.
There were tons of other little Easter eggs up in the movie, like when Henry was looking for his knife and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was a shot from. I think that was in the original miniseries, but I also think that was a shout out to
I can't believe he's
Pet
dead.
Cemetery.
Yeah, I think
there was something, like I think there was a shot in Pet Cemetery where children were fighting and whatnot, and they were close to the cemetery where the animals were buried. But the animals were buried like on bad ground.
Oh.
But that's where somebody buried their child there, and it was in bad soil, and the child, the children or whatever come back and shit. I would freak out.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about Henry the
Henry, dude,
I can't believe
that bully was on a whole different level.
Yeah,
that's Stephen King type level. Like the children are on a different level. The bullies are over the edge, and the parents are over the edge too.
Henry was a fuck,
bro. He actually carved into freaking Ben. Like, Ben, you don't need any more scars. You already got
and they actually showed
carved
it
into you. You have a freaking scratch.
Well, that's a cool thing. Like another person was saying that it's really not an H. It's really Henry writing it, but it was so kind of close together. It looked like an H.
Yeah.
Oh,
I had to go back and watch it. If it is him writing it, that's tight.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god. So Henry was in a abusive family.
He was in an abusive household. His father obviously
abused him.
Yeah,
probably abused him.
I was like, man,
to the point where
Henry
he wanted to kill his dad.
Yeah.
Which he did.
Yeah.
That was an interesting scene too. His dad,
Yeah, that freaked me out. Like,
and then at the end, just did that smile. I was like, "Fuck you, bro."
That was hilarious.
Yeah, man.
Then the blood was just there, and the blood.
That same cartoon or the same show came out when Beth was in, like, the room with her dad.
Oh, really?
But, yeah, like the same show, but they're saying something different. I guess it was trying to get her attention too.
Oh yeah,
I would
they're
have to
saying
rewatch
Beverly.
it. I would have to watch it again. I don't remember, but it was interesting because it's basically the same show over and over again. As if why is everyone watching
Just
this?
the one show.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
one episode.
I have to
that
go
keeps
back
going.
and watch that.
I'm
Like pay attention more to the TV.
yeah.
But I did like how the film did balance it out. It had the humor in it. It was some light scenes, especially during that that rock throwing thing.
Yeah.
Oh man.
This is a rock war. Boom.
Just hit him right in the head. He was knocked out. Too.
Yeah.
Then there was other stuff with Patrick. You know, the other bully, the one that went up in the sewer.
Oh yeah.
And I think there was a scene where
What was all those people?
It was just the children were supposed to be missing or something.
Oh yeah,
I
that's
guess
true.
he was afraid of that. I'm not sure, but
oh yeah, them children.
yeah.
But I remember the what I wrote on the balloon before he got munched. That was an ode to him being gay in the books.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
gay,
there was
he's
a part
gay in
where
the
he's
books.
like they didn't, which was dope, and I'm glad they didn't go there. But there was a part where he's walking down the hallway and he licked his lips or whatever. That's supposed to be a sense to him being gay.
Yeah.
Okay, I did see that then.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
he
and
was like,
then whoever
so, he
I
was,
forgot
so
what
when he
he
was
wrote
probably
on that
like,
balloon. I forgot what it was. Yeah. What
so
was
that
on
was
balloon?
cool, and I'm like, I like stuff like that. Don't be like that shit in Beauty and the Beast. Like,
Yeah.
hey,
Don't be too fruity.
like, screw you, this. It's like, okay.
But he was just a brutal kind of shit. Like he was.
So
gonna
that was
take
cool.
it.
Like, there was a sense like he's gay, the dad's a pedophile.
Mhm.
This mom, she's sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They kind of hint that the children are really, really close, so they had to
Mhm.
do the orgy.
Yeah.
So
Thank
there
God.
Yeah. That was. Thank God they didn't do the orgy. That would be totally.
was, oh, dude.
Yeah, it would turn it.
that
turn
would be
people
that
off.
would be a rated X,
Mhm.
not a rated R anymore.
It was fucked up. It was, and also, there were more fucked up scenes that were supposed to put in that movie. Actually, there was like, all right,
There was
so-
supposed to be more, but because of budget reasons.
Yeah, but that's probably gonna be in like the
The
DVD.
chapter 2. Like,
the
I can
DVD.
tell y'all what's supposed to be in chapter 2. Like, the director
They
said
said
that
they're gonna focus on Mike more, right?
they're gonna focus on Mike, who really should have been more of the focus in this movie.
Which
Yeah.
one's Mike again?
The
black
black
guy.
kid,
Okay, yeah.
and a lot of
Yeah,
folks
I
had
wanted to
issues
know-
with him.
I just wanted to know
Mhm.
more about him because he was barely in the movie. He got hit hard. He got
Yeah.
hit harder than the other kids.
Yeah,
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure because he was black.
yeah, of course, because it took place in the 50s. So
Yeah.
It took place in the 50s, that they
He
put
almost
it
died. They almost smashed a rock into his fucking face.
Mhm.
because like it takes place in the 80s, and the director and the producer, who are siblings,
Oh,
they
it's
said
the 80s.
well, they said that the 50s was more reminiscent of what Stephen King's time,
Mhm.
right? And so they said for the 80s, for them, that was more of their time. So they put that in the 80s, which is okay. I mean,
Oh,
we're
it's-
part of this 80s nostalgia thing anyway.
Yeah,
But
New Kids on the Block. That was holy
that was
shit.
funny. But they, Mike is the one that's why even one guy I listened to saying it made no sense for Ben to be the one to talk about the history of Derry because he's the new guy.
Yeah.
Mike is the one that's supposed to know about the history of Derry because
Because
his family's been
been
there
there.
through all that time, so he's been told by his father and grandfather,
Okay.
whoever, what's
Mhm.
been going on in this town. That's how he gravitates
His
toward
mom
these
and
other
dad-
children.
His mom and dad are dead, and his grandpa was telling him there's an evil spirit, evil entity in the town,
And this town is cursed and stuff like that.
and he has to be brave. He has to be the one that pulls the trigger
Mhm.
and not be the sheep.
Yeah.
Like, that was like
So I was like,
that's
that
a
was-
lot for a little kid, man. I was like,
I bet you
Man.
he was. I bet you he had experienced it at some point in his
Who?
childhood.
Oh,
But-
the
but he wouldn't-
grandfather?
Yeah, the grandfather. But
He
he
probably
wouldn't be.
did.
He wouldn't be at a certain. He wouldn't be during one of its 27 periods of eating people, right?
He would have to be.
yeah, he would have to be.
Okay,
he
so he
survived.
yeah, he must. Have
So he
survived.
saw stuff.
Yeah, he saw.
So he
stuff.
probably fought it, but he
Mhm.
didn't kill him.
Yeah, obviously.
But
And also, why every time he goes into 27 years, it's because he's hibernating.
he's
Basically.
asleep.
So if the town wasn't there or people just left, he'll just still sleep.
Yeah, like
I mean, folks are moving in and out all the
Yeah,
time. And
he was
said, like
hibernating from his
he
son.
makes
He
the
ate a
he
lot.
kind of makes the adults forget.
yeah,
So that's kind of perfect. So they'll produce these children, and it's a loop.
Yeah, it's just literally just some of them get eaten, some of them
Okay,
don't.
there was this one scene when in the library where Ben was reading.
Oh yeah,
Oh, and
and
the
you saw the
balloon?
old lady in the
Yeah,
back.
I
I
thought she was gonna do something.
I thought I was high as fuck. I was like, y'all. I was seeing it with my homies. And I was like, y'all don't see that old lady just sitting there smiling. Like as soon as I was like looking around, as soon as he opened the book, I was looking around, and then I just see the old lady just turn around and start smiling.
Yeah, and then she got closer.
Yeah,
Really?
But she started in the book, in the shelves, and then as soon as she opens the book and he sees, like, it's just a picture.
You talking about the lady that gave him the book?
It looked like the lady that
Not
gave.
the lady. She was wearing
Another
a green dress.
lady.
It was just
another lady. She was at the bookshelf, but as soon as he started looking at the book and studying it, she turns around and has like this creepy ass smile.
I think I saw.
And then they cut back to Ben, and then they cut back to where
her.
not just her, it's just Ben looking at the book, and then it's the book and then Ben, and you can see that lady is like a little bit closer. She's not close enough to actually grab him.
Yeah.
But
Close.
she's still a lot closer than where she started.
Yeah.
Well, I have to go back and check that out.
Like 3 desks down. Like if you actually look at it.
Okay. I think I probably did see. I
Wow,
remember
try to
that
pay
lady.
attention
I thought
to
she was-
everything, because that's what it did in this movie. It made you like, all right, so where this?
You gotta be conscious of everybody.
What freaked me out was that boy without the head started chasing him. Just punch
Yeah.
it. Punch
Yeah.
it. It's like, punch it or run. Like, oh my
And then he
God.
called him. I was like, hey, and then I said, hey, egg boy. He turned around, like started talking.
I was like, oh my God.
Yeah. I was
Oh, that
like,
was fun.
fuck
My
me,
mom busted
bro.
out laughing. She's like, she called that poor baby egg. But no,
It's so
I like.
serious too. I was like, man.
But I did like the part where Ben was just flipping through the pages and there was the same image.
Yeah, and he just
Yeah.
got closer and closer. It was like, damn.
It's like the original
There was
flip
a-
book.
Exactly.
And it was just a picture of a dead body, right?
Yeah, it was a picture of somebody's dead body, and it had somebody's name on there too, I believe.
But going back to Mike's the one that's supposed to know about the history and everything.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
why they all
He's
gravitated
the one that
towards Mike.
calls them back.
He's
in
the
adults.
glue.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And he's the one that
glue.
brings them back.
He actually stays in the town when they grow up.
Yeah. And I hope they change this in the second movie. Well, before I say that, let me say this. The next movie, he says it won't be a laughing matter. It's going to be
Yeah.
very dark. It's going to be very serious. And there will be flashbacks where you see the children still.
Mhm.
He did say that he wanted a shot in this movie, but he might get a chance to do it in the next film where Billy, I think it's Billy, where he's on the bridge
Mhm.
and he goes over and he looks and red balloons are coming up.
Yeah.
And it has like different children parts tied up on the balloon.
Yeah, that was
It's
supposed
supposed to
be
go up. That was supposed to be in the movie, but he
Mhm.
said they had to cut that out for budget reasons.
Mm.
So we're gonna see more of his backstory. And Mike will be the focus, which he should be, because he'll be the glue to bring him back in.
Yeah.
But what I don't like, but I understood why, but hopefully they change it. He wants to make Mike a junkie. He's a
Wow.
librarian, but he's gonna be a junkie.
Why?
And that's because in the book, apparently they were part of the children were part of a smoking ceremony,
Oh yeah, like a
And
hot box or something.
a
like
hot
that.
box, and they had a clubhouse, and I think it was in the sewers or
They
whatever,
did the ritual of Jew or something like that.
something like that.
Oh, the ritual of Chud.
yeah,
that's what it's
yeah,
called.
that's it. And it was pretty much them in this, like he said, like in a hot box,
or to whatever. that shit
yeah,
is.
in the clubhouse, and they were being intoxicated pretty much by the smoke, and they were seeing visions of its backstory.
Yeah.
So they were,
What the hell?
yeah,
man?
they were.
Like, trippy out shit.
It's Stephen King.
And then they met fucking the turtle, and the turtle actually told them like, "Hey, I know how to beat this nigga. You got this."
I don't know if they'll do the turtle, because that's why
Way out
I'm
there.
really big on, and Cassandra
But-
was like, they
but-
might not need to. I really think Warner Brothers might separate this into 3 chapters. I think they'll make this a trilogy.
Why?
Because
Oh,
they
well,
need the money.
You see
Oh,
money,
well.
but you see how thick that book is.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, if you're going deep into its backstory,
You gonna go all the way.
I mean, if
back.
you're going all the way
Fights.
back,
How big is
between the-
how thick is the
it's
freaking
1,000
book?
and some pages.
Almost like Harry Potter thick.
That's thicker than the 5th book. The 5th book had 800 something pages.
Thicker than the 5th book?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a thick ass book. But Mike, and I'm like, I'm down with him, like, being intoxicated with the smoke. But I'm like, don't make him a junkie. That goes into the stereotype of black folks being on drugs.
Yeah, I really hope they don't do that. That's some bullshit.
And but I said it even in a video I'm gonna be putting up later. Is like, look, I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt that these people don't know that because they're not from here.
Yeah,
They're from another country. So like that stereotype might not be over there. We know it over here.
Yeah.
But they might not know that.
That's
so I
true.
think they'll change that, just like how some folks might have thought.
How y'all gonna make a serious it though?
Well, I guess the situation is gonna be darker because he didn't eat. He didn't eat. He didn't get his filling. I'd be kind of mad too. Like, man, I've been hungry for the past 27 years.
Well, he ate a little bit. Okay, he ate.
But he wanted them children.
Why did he float them up then? Just eat them. Why did he float those children
Well, he had
up?
to. They're like meats. He had to season them.
Yeah.
They had to.
With
They had to
nightmares?
be ripe.
Hey, you think that's a joke, but that's fucking real. Like he intentionally he does. It's like saving meat, pretty much. But the only reason why he's just scaring, like he scares them first and then he gets them and shit like that.
Oh, that's the fun part.
Yeah, that's just
He was
basically.
just
That's just to
having
get
fun.
the blood
basically-
running.
Yeah, that's basically him saying, "I'm tenderizing my meat right now. I'm trying to get it ready. I'm thawing it out."
Yeah, just like a chicken. I mean,
Yeah.
you gotta let the blood
And
flow.
as soon as he catches them, bam, they're just fucking food. But that was like the most fucked up part is that see all those dead bodies of children just floating.
Were they
Yeah,
dead?
that was tight.
Well, that's what I.
Some of them
are.
are probably were, but like they were saying in the movie,
Like it looked like he
Bev
just ate.
Bev got hypnotized, but she wasn't afraid of him.
Yeah,
The mothers that
That's
probably
why
looked
they
at
did.
him were afraid, so they're dead.
yeah.
Like Georgie, they're probably That's why in the movie it was cool how they did it. They played you on like, man, Georgie might still be alive.
Yeah.
Unlike, others were like, well, his arm is cut off.
What
Yeah,
took-
we know that,
What
but
took
Billy
you so
don't.
long?
Yeah.
You like he's holding his
But
arm.
Billy doesn't know that his arm is gone. He just know his brother was missing.
And what's funny is that when he shot fucking Georgie, I'm like, you really killed your brother. I swear, if that thing doesn't turn into it instead of turning into it, I was like, okay, cool.
Okay,
I was like,
wait.
if he
That
really
was
did
that was
shoot
the tight
Orgy,
part.
if he really
Oh, he
did
would
shoot-
never live with himself.
Oh, that'll be even fucked up. But at that time, it is just gonna be a fucked up movie. But
Okay,
okay, Vincent.
I didn't get the part where he shot him again, but it was not loaded. So why did he still break apart? It.
Oh yeah, like wasn't one of the
it was like
did Mike say that? Like, yo, it's not a loaded gun, it's not loaded.
It's not loaded, and he still
And then he
shoots
shot
it.
him anyway.
But he started breaking apart.
I'm guessing that it was acting and just making him feel like he was actually doing some shit.
I had to do
Or maybe
research
he
on
wasn't
it.
scared of him anymore, and that was the bullet.
Yeah, I had to do research on it and read it. But yeah, going back to Mike real quick, the part where he had the gun, like
Yeah.
the sheep,
Yeah.
the horse
Yeah.
gun or whatever. Like I know, someone thought like I know when I was listening to Jody and on Jody's Corner, shout out to his channel, he thought it was stereotypical for him to have the gun, the black guy with a gun
Yeah.
and stuff. I didn't see it that way. I just
No.
saw it as him.
He was
manning,
smart.
He was
him
smart.
manning up to what his grandfather told him. Like, hey,
Yeah.
you're gonna be in a moment in time where you're gonna have to. It's either gonna be you, or you're gonna be like the rest of these people. You're gonna be the sheep, where you're gonna be the
He
dead
actually
one.
brought a fucking weapon. Everyone just brought a stick, broke freaking
Blank
bottle.
or
Yeah.
something.
Like,
I'm like, that's
what you
more.
gonna do?
That's
Fight
more
him?
real.
Mike was really the smartest nigga.
Yeah.
in that
Yeah.
movie.
Like, jeez, like
he wasn't
bring
even
a
the
fucking
star,
gun.
but
Yo, no lie. Like almost everybody's been saying it, but when I was watching the movie too, he looked like a young Muhammad Ali.
he really did.
He had the little Muhammad Ali fro. I'm like, yo,
I'm
he
gonna
looked like little Muhammad Ali.
I'm gonna have to look at it again.
Yeah, but fucking other than that, Mike did a good job. I loved what's his name? Richie?
Rich, who the dude from Stranger Things?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
loved Richie, dude.
the big mouth.
Yeah,
Everybody
I would
loved
not
Richie.
shut the fuck up, but it was funny.
But what was hilarious is that when he first saw it, he was like, what the fuck was that? What the fuck was that?
And he
Like,
was scared of
we
clowns.
knew what everybody's fear was. It's like, what are you afraid of?
Clowns.
Clowns. Everybody was
And then,
saying.
wait, did you
clown.
see that clown that looked like him? Actually, like waved at
Yeah.
him. That was it. It was right there.
Yeah, that was basically
That was
him.
fun.
What happened
I
to
did
you
like the
in this
part
one?
where everybody was they were in the hallway. I think it was Billy and Richie. They went down the door. Then Eddie got separated because
Oh,
he couldn't
yeah.
find his inhaler.
Yeah, and that was during the paint. That was not
That was
in
in
the
that was in
That
the
was the
house,
house.
and that's
Oh,
when
yeah.
he broke his arm.
Mm-hmm.
Yo,
How did he broke his arm? How did
He fell.
He fell
he
from the
just-
second
He
story.
fell and he fell from the second floor and hit the first floor and he
But
fell
then
off
wasn't
that
it right
table.
there?
It was in the right behind him. There was a hallway. The two boys were going and following the girl that was missing,
Yeah.
and he stayed behind because he heard noise in the back and like right behind him.
And
so
he dropped
just
his inhaler or
dropped
something.
his inhaler. He fell behind, and then when the boys were in the room looking for the girl, the door closed, and he tried, like opening
And it
and
was
following
cool
them.
how they
and
did
then-
it.
Yeah.
Like how
They
it's like
stretched it, right?
yeah, I like how I love that where he's here, but then they stretch it out to make it look he's farther away.
That
I
was
was like
fucked
classic.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
That was fucked up though.
And
Like,
then-
yeah, that was good.
And then the floorboards, I don't remember, do they swallow him up and then break? I don't remember.
I remember
just
he
sank
just
down.
fell and then
Yeah.
he went through the table and he broke his arm.
Oh yeah,
And
He
then
was
that's
on-
when everybody came in. No, don't touch.
yeah.
Clap.
He was unconscious. It was like
He
you
was
should
gone
just
for a while.
stayed unconscious so
Yeah.
you don't have to see all that shit that's going on.
And I
there.
like how it made him pick through the doors.
Yeah, it's like
scary,
way
Was
scary,
scary.
not too scary.
not scared at all, whatever.
Yeah,
And like Bill was like,
yeah, like
this doesn't exist. He's not real. And it was funny, like Pennywise was like looking at an Eddie, then he was like,
yeah. He was like,
He was
hold
like,
on.
what this little nigga? He was like, I'm not real enough for you, Billy.
Yeah, that's what got him. As soon as he
I'm
was
not
like,
real
man.
enough for you.
As soon as he heard Billy, Richie say,
Because they
"Come on,
went
man."
to the door once.
Yeah,
Then they
and then-
came back.
yeah, because-
And that's when Pennywise was like, hold up.
Yeah, hold up, I'm gonna get to you real quick.
Like, it's
What-
almost like he was seasoning the meat. It's like, wait a minute.
somebody's stealing my meat. That's what I was like. Is one of these meat alive still or something like that?
He's
But
like,
nah, like,
I'm not real enough. Like, he was really hurt.
Yeah.
That was funny. I'm like, didn't he say something like, I'm hurt?
yeah, he was like,
I'm not real enough for you.
I'm hurt.
I was real enough for Georgie. I was rolling.
I was good enough for Georgie. That's why Pennywise
I'm
be
like,
hitting them
hey,
hitting them
man.
points. He be going to them vital
Hey
points
man,
too. You
Pennywise got a little black in his
Yeah.
I was real for. I was real for your little.
I remember that shit, and I saw that in a theater. It was like late at night, so you know how the drunk people come out. As soon as they heard that, they were like, "Oh shit!"
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Like this Pennywise made you say "fuck you" a lot. Like "fuck you, dude."
And like there were certain parts to where you see fucking it, and what I hate about it is like you think he's gonna do something real fucked up, but he ends up just being there normal, nothing weird about him.
He was just there.
He was just
like
there.
when Eddie saw him for the first time and he had
Yeah.
that balloon
And then he
outside
showed
the
up,
house.
and then he started smiling. I was like, "What the fuck this nigga gonna do?"
But that was cool though, because that gave you the impression that he doesn't have to pop up in just dark places.
Yeah.
he can be anywhere.
Mm-hmm. And that's what makes it like super OP. Like he's a cosmic.
Yeah, that's
being
what a
that
lot
can-
of folks were saying.
like he's OP. As fuck. It's like how hasn't he been like freaking like eating? You know what I'm saying? He probably
Because
eat,
it looks
wow.
like, is he just bound to the town?
Well, I see it as to where
I had to do research upon it.
I feel like he can go to another town, but it's like the only reason why he's there is because he crash landed there. It's like he just stayed there, and like he just stayed there and ate, and he just does it every 27 years.
Jeez.
Yeah, which is because you know what the cool thing is, like the next movie's gonna be in our time because it ended in 1989.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So what then it'd be
27
1999.
Yeah.
2009 is what that'd be 20 years right there.
Uh-huh.
So it would take place in 2017, right?
Wait, hold on.
2016.
So it ended in
2017?
98? No,
No, it
89.
ended in 89.
89 plus
99.
27.
Yeah.
What's 27? That'll be
What, 2016,
That's
2017?
20. Yeah, not wait. Hold up. 89. You said 89 and 27. 9, 97. That's 2016.
Yeah. So when they do the next movie, it's gonna be taking place in 2016.
Oh, so yeah, you know it's gonna be fucking serious then.
Yeah.
Dude, they're gonna have a smart telephone.
Oh,
Instagram.
Oh man.
Oh, that was funny.
YouTube,
And, like,
YouTube.
I was like, it was
social media.
Oh,
That'd be
dude.
funny.
They
That's
can do so. He can do so much shit too.
He can actually go worldwide if he wants to.
That'd be tight. Especially if you're doing it in 2016.
That'd be a
He can
good
have
motive.
he can have his own social
can-
media account.
He can actually get more people than what's in that town.
Like it's like he's been in that town.
Hashtag you'll float too.
Yeah. Like I feel like that's a good plot point though. That'll be a good plot like to why we need to stop it. But they already made that blood pact and shit like that. I know that, but like
Oh,
this
that's
is leaving
disgusting.
out. This has to be.
I don't know if they'll
a
do it,
more
but it'd be
motive.
tight because with social media, he can draw in more children to come into the town.
True.
Yeah, teenagers or close to young adults.
He draws
can do
people
that.
into town. Like would you?
Yeah, with social media, it's like, hey kids, come check me out in Derry.
Yeah.
And you know, like,
Let's go to
Yeah.
dinner.
And all
let's
these
go to dinner.
dumbasses come over there and like.
and you know,
Yeah.
and then like, you know, but the other thing's like, well, but the parents, dude, have you seen the parents in chapter 1? They don't give a fuck.
Yeah, they
The
don't.
children can come wherever.
And then they just go there and think it's a fucking amusement park. It's just a feeding train.
Yeah, he can literally bring back up
The
circus.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, that's tight. I'm glad I thought about the social media.
Hey man, if
That'd
they,
be
if
so
they actually, if they actually,
I would
fucking
take
hear
a
this
huge
shit,
advantage of that.
yeah, bro.
All the way. They should make that part of their marketing.
Mm-hmm. But freaking the circus,
drooling.
is it just him or just?
It's just.
I don't know. Well, they show hints of it in that newspaper thing where you see him like hiding.
Yeah.
You see like a person there. And you just
Yeah,
see-
it's all like drawn and shit.
Yeah, they actually got the cross eyes. I was like, damn, y'all actually did that shit.
Like, how can you not see it? It's like they're looking at it. How can you not see the clown? It looks out
Somebody,
of place.
whoever drew that saw him, and I was like, that
And
was
died.
fucking- and
Might have been a
died, possibly.
child.
Might have been a child.
Man,
Really
that
good
child got
child.
That's
some,
how.
that child
Yeah.
got some drawings.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
It's probably his last piece of work.
Exactly.
Yo.
But fucking like it was good. That fucking projector scene. That's the only one.
How long do you think the second chapter should be?
This might be 2 hours, 230 minutes, most likely.
Yeah.
230 minutes.
But like I told Cassandra, and I made a video on it. I think Warner Brothers is gonna do 3 chapters because this is the highest grossing horror movie in the opening weekend. Period.
Mm-hmm.
That's number 1. Number 2 is the highest grossing movie in September. Number 3, Warner Brothers needs a hit.
Mm-hmm.
DC stuff ain't cutting it at all.
Well, sorry.
The
Here we
DC
go.
stuff is just trash.
It really is.
Their
They don't
animation's
even.
good.
Yeah, the
Yeah, their
animation
animations
stuff
are
is
dope.
good, but we talking about
Yeah.
Man of Steel, Dawn of Justice, and whatever this thing is coming out. But Justice League.
Yeah.
Back in the day, I would have been hyped for Justice League. I ain't
Oh,
hyped
yeah.
up for
Yeah.
this at
Oh,
all.
Me
yeah.
neither.
Justice League.
I'm just
Nobody
waiting for-
really cares for this. And if you look at their past track record, it started with Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. They split that up in 2 parts.
Because they needed to. Because they needed to. It was a big chapter and there was a lot of detail in there. Okay? They just didn't do it for money.
Logically, no, they did it for money.
I'm pretty sure they did, but if they didn't cut it up, people would be pissed. Okay?
They
I don't
were
know why
originally-
Twilight did that shit because it
They-
wasn't needed.
They did it because of the trend. But Warner Brothers did it. I had to find that article. It was years ago. Like when the 5th movie came out, the 6th one. These dumbasses at Warner Brothers were shocked that Harry Potter was coming to an end. So they're like, fuck. We got to do something. That's why they split it up into 2 parts.
Probably
Because
got
they
her
realized it
writing
was coming to
books.
an end. Because they didn't do anything with their DC stuff.
They really didn't.
Because they didn't do anything with it.
if
They
they
were stuck. They
started-
were stuck with the Batman, the Dark Knight trilogy stuff.
If they
lately.
started the DC a lot earlier, like when Harry Potter started, do you think
Yeah.
it would have been caught on?
yeah, they should have been
like-
started it.
Like Marvel would come out with Iron Man.
Yeah,
But DC,
like, DC
Warner
would've
Brothers
been-
would have been
Yeah.
done their
they
thing.
would have been neck and neck.
I mean,
Yeah,
like
and
right
like-
now, this is why everybody's like Marvel's beating y'all ass like terribly in movies.
And like
right now.
with same thing with Hobbit, we knew that was supposed to be what 2 parts,
Mhm.
and they split that up into 3. And we know Peter Jackson have a script for the 3rd part, which was
Yeah,
that's terrible.
Yeah.
he
And,
needed, he really
and-
needed help. He needed more time to prepare because he only had a year to prepare. And, like, for the Lord of the Rings, he had 3 years. For Hobbit,
Yeah, a
he
long
did-
time. They filmed those films back to back to back.
Yeah, but
And then they try to start a franchise with King Arthur. That's failed, and I
Yeah,
think there's
it
supposed to
was
be
not
something
good.
with Robin Hood. So knowing Warner Brothers right now, they're going to split. I think they're going to split it into 3 chapters. They're going to make 5 movies out of Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. And that was
I
supposed
can't
to be
wait for
3
that.
movies.
I
I
can't.
like Fantastic Beasts and
Yeah.
Where to Find
I
Them.
still haven't seen it. I'm
It's-
gonna find out.
It's good.
Is it on Netflix?
It's dark.
is it on Netflix?
No,
Are you, I'm
Well,
gonna
my
check.
last-
You guys keep check.
but
Talk out.
you know, at first it was. I think at first it was gonna be like 2 movies, and it was announced to be 3. And then J.K. Rowling's like, you know what, this could be 5. But knowing, like I'm saying, knowing Warner Brothers, I wouldn't be surprised if they split the 5th movie into 2 parts.
They probably
So
might do
that would be what, or 3 parts. That would be what, 6, 7 movies right there. And they're not gonna be done with the Harry Potter universe anytime soon.
No.
Trust and believe that, because their DC stuff is flopping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
Netflix won't have
understand.
it.
Okay.
I don't understand that. Like, you had DC, you had the Hanna-Barbera stuff forever.
Man.
You should have been started like we know the
I
Hanna-Barbera
wanted to see a Johnny Quest movie.
Johnny
bro.
Quest movie. You
Ooh,
could have done
that'd
all
be cool.
live action stuff. You should have been done like animated stuff. And we know Yogi Bear in the game be meeting up with Huckleberry Hound all the damn
I
time.
know,
So that could have
they
been.
be crossing
that
each
could-
other's paths like it ain't nothing, too.
Hey, boo boo.
Hey, boo boo, that's how get better for you. That's all
Yogi. But they could have been started like a.
Okay, Yogi.
Okay.
They could have been had like a cinematic universe with that.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're doing it with the comics right now. Like they had Future Quest,
Yeah.
where they
dude.
had like Space Ghost meeting up with Harvey Birdman and
Ooh,
everything.
I love Space Ghost. And
So
Harvey
that was
Birdman.
Yeah,
tight.
me too.
And I was
Actually, I
reading
like
that.
the parodies of them.
Oh,
Like,
fucking.
Harvey Birdman of Law.
Attorney of-
I love that.
Attorney of Law.
That's what I grew up with. And then Space Ghost.
Coast to Coast.
Coast to Coast.
I grew up with that shit. Old Adult Swim.
That was
Kids out of the
hilarious.
pool shit.
Yeah. Like I don't.
Oh,
like I
man.
never saw the actual.
Dun, 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 dun,
And what was funny, like Adult Swim was like it was supposed to be for adults, and like the kids were supposed to go to sleep.
All kids out of
We
the
were
pool.
up right
We
when
was up.
right when tsunami went off. Boom.
As soon as
Yeah.
you said kids out of the pool, we're watching it. And I get in trouble. I used to get in trouble for that shit, and then I still watch it. I don't give a shit.
Like actually saw it at my grandma's house, and my grandma didn't know anything I was watching. It was like there was nothing to do at my grandma's house. I was like, I didn't have my brother yet. I was like 4 or something. I'm just watching all this shit,
Yeah, dude.
and it's like out of the pool. There's nothing else to
Kids
do.
out of the pool.
Yeah, it was like Oblong, C Lab 2021.
2021.
But yeah,
The
I've never
Brack
seen
Show.
the actual original
That dude.
shows for Harvey Birdman and
And then there was
Ghost,
Venture Brothers.
Space Ghost.
Yeah, Venture Brothers.
God, I love Adventure Brothers.
Are they still like are they back on hiatus?
Yeah, they back on the hiatus again.
stupid. They only had like so many episodes, and then they're back on hiatus. And then it turns out that freaking what's his name, Monarch, his dad was actually a good guy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember that episode now.
And then you have this skeleton. What was his name?
Skeletor or something.
No, he wasn't Skeletor. It was like
He was like a
he had a bodysuit on like that was a skeleton, right?
no. He looked like a Red Skull. He looked like Red Skull. but
Oh, I
older.
know. Yeah, okay.
Oh, I know you.
He looked so legit and scary, but when he broke out a character to talk to his wife, like, yes, honey, oh yeah, I'll take that. It's like, it was weird. He'll be all dark and menacing, and then husband.
Children of the world.
But now back to it.
Yeah, we made a. That was cool.
What
We're
we
still
talking
talking about it. Like,
Oh,
we
yeah,
took
like,
an hour
This
to
all
talk
has.
about it.
This all had to do with it, people.
Yeah, like freaking dude. That it.
Well, let me
was
ask this: do you guys would like to see it in the 3 chapters?
I would like to see it. And,
I
like,
would-
Like, do you
I
think
would-
it should
I
be
would
split
dig
into
it.
3?
I would dig it, but like
Because the second,
it's- if it-
second movie, we got a sense of in the first movie of what he is and what he does.
yeah, what
but
we
where
dealing
does he
with.
come from? The second movie could really be about
that.
his backstories,
Yeah.
and this really his backstory. The third movie could be okay.
A
We gotta kill him.
Yeah.
A trilogy is
And what's funny is that they make what can they
the
do?
holy trilogy. You know, like, there you go. It's a must.
Yeah.
But it's not.
It doesn't have like
Have to be.
I was kind of
Yeah, it doesn't
excited.
have
I
to be.
agree. Like
It's the
you
first.
really a rare situation where we have like a really good duology,
Mhm.
just two movies.
I feel like if this movie is not going to be serious, oh well, actually you said it's
gonna
it's going to be
serious,
super
it's gonna be
serious.
horror.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it's gonna be some comedy stuff in there, but they're adults at this time, so the same tricks might not work out.
yeah.
Mhm.
So this more,
So
yeah, I can see.
He can't be like,
Yeah,
you know.
That was
he's gonna be
hilarious.
trying to scare these folk.
yeah. So
But really, he really didn't attack them as much as adults. He just basically psychologically fucked with them and stuff like
man,
that.
it's gonna
Yeah.
be interesting how he goes about them.
Yeah, he
with-
was
with
like
them as
playing
adults.
with them as kids,
Yeah,
but as adults, he might
because
actually
he's trying to get revenge.
And
on these
another thing
motherfuckers,
too, because they left, and you know Mike is gonna be there for the next 27 years. They're gone. They haven't been there. They're gonna forget stuff. So Mike is gonna have to remind him like, hey, you remember this and this and this and
Wait,
this.
didn't
and
one
this?
of the characters kill him killed he actually killed
he
himself?
killed himself. It was
Who?
Eddie.
Eddie.
Eddie
Yeah.
did?
Yeah,
I thought
Eddie-
it was Stan or Steve.
It was one of the guys, but
It was Eddie because his mom found him in the shower and he wrote it.
yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, but I'm hoping.
Like killed himself before.
I'm hoping that
before the 27
Eddie-
years.
No, after like he as an adult.
I'm
Oh,
hoping
he gets
Eddie
there.
left his mom. Like he fought with his mom, saying these are fake. I'm hoping that he's not living with his mom still.
Yeah, that'd suck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because some of them obviously never got over.
And then there was
fear.
another. And then there was somebody else. I forgot who else died. There was two people that died.
I
at one
could have
of them.
sworn it
One
was
of
Steve though, because Steve never really conquered his fear. The one that was getting eaten by a painting.
them.
Because almost everybody else conquered their fear.
Yeah, he was actually getting
Steve.
eaten by the pain.
Steve
Yeah.
was still frightened. He never really conquered it. The
Yeah.
Jewish dude.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's
he
probably
I
gonna-
think it's him.
He's gonna die.
it was
Well,
two
I mean-
kids that's gonna die, and they're probably
Okay.
gonna die gruesomely.
I mean, well, you
no one,
could smelling on Steve is like, yeah,
yeah,
he's coming for you.
yeah, he's gonna get you first. But no, like, plus it's gonna show him feeding on kids. Also, I heard about that too.
Okay.
Like, he's gonna get some kids in there, and then the adults are gonna actually see it. But the reason they want to see it is because it's gonna get.
What
gonna
if-
get
they're gonna
revenge.
well, it
What
makes
if,
sense because he's gonna remember he's gonna remember Billy in the
What
game.
if they
the
actually
Losers
brought
Club.
in the kids' children, like the grown-ups, like the characters? What if they
Well,
actually
Billy
had?
and them, like I don't.
They
Does
actually
Billy
had
and them have
kids.
children? I
No.
don't remember.
If
If
Billy,
they did-
Billy, I don't think Billy had children.
If they did, I don't remember them coming back to town. They must have left them.
Yeah, I don't know, but no. Either way, like, probably Chapter 2 is gonna be he's not really gonna be all disturbing and shit like that. He's just gonna scare the shit out of him and stuff like that.
It depends how they do it. They're supposed to be writing the script soon, and I
Mhm.
know they said it's going to focus a lot on the backstory. That's why I'm saying it could be in.
I don't know
3
if they'll mention
chapters.
it. Yeah, and
So
we're
the
saying,
children
like,
are going to be in this, and their adult form's going to be in this too. There's going to be flashbacks,
and they said they
and
you
Mike
should-
will be the focus.
yeah, and
which he
we're
needs
probably
to
not
be.
gonna see a war between him and the turtle.
I would
don't
like.
know.
Actually, I want to see that.
I want to see that too.
And,
I
like,
want
it'll
to
be
see how they
interesting.
explain it because I feel like the turtle was in the first few movies because it was that it looked like a turtle shell floating through. It was just a light. But
Well,
I know
he's
that
in
was
the
it.
first movie because you see there they gave nods towards the character. Like
Yeah.
you see a Lego version of the turtle.
Yeah,
Ben
in the
says
new
he said he looked down. It's like, oh, it's a turtle. So they did give shout outs to the turtle with the world on the back.
yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, like, do you guys have any? Who would you guys like to see to play the adults?
Man,
Oh, someone from Stranger Things.
I mean that
Like that-
David Harper.
David
Yeah.
Harbour. That
He's
dude's
busy.
already Hellboy.
He's Hellboy.
Yeah, but like
He's busy.
nah, like I
He
would
can
like to
pop
see
up.
whoever's gonna play Beth. Oh man, that's probably gonna be like Gwyneth Paltrow or
One-
one of the
Shout out back to
redheads.
Jody's corner, but he was saying that the young Beverly kind of looks like a young Amy Adams.
Yeah, she sure do.
She looks, and so
That's
they're like,
probably-
yo,
that's-
you can probably get Amy Adams to play Bev.
How old is
Yeah.
Amy Adams?
What, late 30s, or like in her 30s, or
Mhm.
I guess it
late
could
her
work.
40s or whatever.
For Mike, that's gonna be rough. One of them's gonna play. Gotta play. One of them has to be played by a comedian. I'm thinking that's gonna be
For
Richie.
Eddie.
Yeah,
So,
Eddie or Richie.
As long as we have like Kevin Hart or some shit in this
Oh God,
movie.
please no.
Yeah.
Or Tyler Perry.
Yeah. Tyler Perry might be Mike.
Ooh, get someone.
He probably could do a good job.
Someone get Key.
As long as he don't be bringing
Key
up.
and Peele.
Oh God, man. Keep them out.
Yeah, let's not.
As long as Tyler Perry don't bringing that Medea shit.
Yeah. Oh man, that's gonna be real. That's and it can actually make fun of that. And what's funny, all the black people will get it, and all the white people are like, "Huh? What's so funny?
Who's the bigger clown, me or you?"
Well,
like,
puts on the wig. Well,
that'd be hilarious. Oh man.
Oh man, we spitting out these ideas. We could get paid for this, y'all.
They'll probably listen to it. But I'm thinking more about the social media angle.
Oh,
I would
man.
definitely use that as a marketing campaign.
And every time you're gonna be like, it's gonna
That'd be kinda trippy,
Everybody gets that freaking live feed notice.
Yo, because think about all the
Notification.
technology today. Live stream, emoji.
Exactly.
You can go crazy with that.
Oh man, imagine if some kid was looking at an emoji and it actually came out and grabbed somebody like that.
That's just for the marketing campaign. Imagine like you could download an app and like it just or whatever, and it's supposed to keep you updates on it.
Yeah.
And like, let's say that you just doing something on your phone, and it gives you the illusion that something's messed up with your phone, and then you just see it just pop up on your screen.
Yeah.
Hello, Cassandra. Or like you'll know your name or some shit.
Oh, dude! As soon as that happened, and then
be
he fucking
funny.
comes out the fucking. I would have been like, nah, dude. That's
Hello, George.
You start
Yeah.
running, he starts chasing you and serious, and you're like going like that.
Yeah.
I couldn't handle that, dude.
We're not
Like,
strangers anymore, Georgie. We're friends.
I was like,
You know, if I like if they did an animated version of it, I could see Mark Hamill being.
yeah, he could be.
Oh
a
yeah,
video.
that would be
he would
great.
kill it.
Oh,
He
my God.
really will kill it.
He would kill it.
He would destroy at that role, bro.
Speaking of series, it still deals with it, but let's say they do the two movies.
Yeah.
But what would you guys feel about HBO doing a new miniseries off of it? But it's more real close to the book, and you have like 2-3 seasons.
Ugh.
Or because
It's
I don't
more
think
close
we
to the
need
book.
that.
This movie is really close to the book, apparently.
Oh, there's worse shit.
Let me-
I don't want.
There's a lot-
I don't
there's worse
want-
shit.
I
let
don't
me
wanna
put it
hear
to you.
it.
HBO is owned by one.
Exactly.
Oh.
They're gonna be wanting stuff, but you know what? They don't have to focus on it. But if they can use it as a great foundation, especially with the backstory with it and Derry, they can make this. They can build out Stephen
The world.
King's
Oh,
universe.
that'd be
Yeah, like I was thinking that like
Like-
Stephen King is coming out with a lot of movies, and
He's
I'm
coming out with a
like,
lot of movies and shows, but
Yeah.
they're under like different companies. But if Warner Brothers is smart, and they, don't
can
have
do
a lot of
macroverse.
stuff right now,
Yeah, they can definitely
they
do
can-
a macroverse.
they can do. They could.
Macro
They got to get under
cinematic
Stephen
universe.
King's rights and put it in there.
Okay.
They kind of already
How does
hint
the dark?
towards it.
Yeah.
How does the Dark Tower fit into this universe?
Okay, so the Dark Tower itself. Remember what they said? It's the portal way to everything. It's in the middle of everything.
Oh,
Mid-world
okay.
and
So everything that's connected to that third is a Stephen King story.
Yeah, that's why
cool.
you saw Dark Tower.
Yeah,
You saw the
I
plus-
actually
You
liked
saw
it.
you saw the carnival part, huh? Where they saw the Ferris wheel
Yeah.
Yes.
and you saw Pennywise.
Yeah,
There's like you
Pennywise
go see
was
there's
right
Pennywise
there.
name is right there.
yeah.
I had to go back and look.
And
at
then
it.
they show you the hotel, the Shining, when the boy is in the psychologist room, and he's look at a picture and you see like a hotel in the bed. That's from the Shining. That's
Dude,
that
I
manor
can't-
or whatever.
Yeah.
I really did like that movie. I don't care if it got bad ratings. I liked it.
I like
And
the
what
movie.
makes it even more serious. Remember the boy's encounter with the creature?
What creature?
Remember
Yeah,
when,
yeah,
when
where
he was
the-
baited by his dad?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it does.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit.
And like it is, they're pretty much like like arachnophobia, not arachnophobia, but like they're pretty much
Same kind of creature.
like they look
Those
like
things.
spiders, built like spiders, and like
Yeah. Oh, that could be what it is.
it is. Yeah,
If
that's
it's just
what
in
it
a
was.
different universe. It looks like that. Yeah.
Well, it took
But
the
here's the
place.
thing, they exist
They-
in the same plane and stuff like that.
Oh shit.
So like, it's
Stephen
like
King's world is off
they're
the
aware.
chain.
Yeah, it really is. That's really cool. I think that's what it is.
He's
I
the
don't
OG,
know.
man.
Dude, I'm like mind blown, man. This is
Like
awesome.
as soon as I was like, man, it seems so OP. I wonder why he's OP. And I started looking up these stories. I'm
Go
like,
read Dark.
this is fucking lit. And like freaking, I was like, that explains the fucking spiders coming out of the rifts of dimensions and stuff like that, and the dark dimension and stuff like that. I think that's the case to where those spiders and what Pennywise is, they know it fucking the mist. Also,
Oh yeah, the mist is connected towards his stuff. Towards
yeah, and the mist creatures, they look like fucking giant spiders. And what that movie's about is there was a little tear into the
in the world.
yeah, in the world, like in the
the
dimension.
movie's different. Well, the ending is different from the book because Frank Darabont told him like, "Yo, this is what I want to do with the ending." Stephen King's like, "Yo, that's tight. Do it."
Mm-hmm.
So if you've seen the movie, I haven't seen all of the movie. I
haven't
remember
seen
seeing
all
the ending, and you know the ending shocked the hell out of everybody.
What
I
happened?
don't remember the ending. I remember seeing the mist, but I don't.
I had to go back and watch it. I think it's where it looks like there was no way of getting out, so the main guy killed his own family, and then the mist cleared, and then there was help,
Oh yeah. Oh.
and folks were like pissed. I remember like saying like the ending you'll hate the ending of some crap.
So he really killed his whole family.
He killed his family, and then the mist clears, and then there was little military or whatever there coming out of the mist, and he was like,
Oh, that's fucked up. I'd be mad, dude.
like,
He been through all that shit, and then, but that's pretty much what
they're doing a TV
Pennywise is.
series right now.
Yeah, I heard about that. But that's pretty much what Pennywise is. He's one of those creatures and stuff like that. In the terrors, the things that exist between the dark dimension, I believe that's
But
what
how
it's
did
called.
he get? So he just can't leave the town, and it was just a terror just in that one spot on.
In Derry,
in
or are you
Derry?
talking about?
Is it like just a? Was he like
I
leaked
bel-
out, and then
because
he just stuck there?
the thing is, I forgot he's actually above all of those spider creatures too.
Oh, so he's
Because
like a
got-
higher
So
level?
he's like a different.
I believe
level.
he. I would believe that he is, because it would only make sense, because I mean, yeah, there's other from the creatures from Dark Tower, they can do it too, but not at Pennywise's level.
Yeah, and those scenes went after the children. He went
Yeah.
after that boy. You saw like in the movie how that thing was moving and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He jumped through the window to go
Exactly.
like, I'll be back.
Yeah.
Like,
But no,
and the mom. Another point, like
ahead.
the parents, even in Dark Tower, I was thinking about this when I was thinking it. You couldn't stand the mom and that evil ass stepdad of his.
Yeah.
Like, at least with the mom, he did tell her. Now in the with it or whatever,
They're unaware.
even if he did tell him, like, it's like, okay, whatever. But the mom did see him go through his stages like over the days or months or years.
Yeah.
So he did tell him. The stepdad was like, yo,
Yeah, your kid's
Your
crazy.
child's crazy.
So
I did like Matthew McConaughey's part. He was like, well, he was telling like his true feelings. Like, how about you tell her that you really want the child out the way, so you want her to care for you more.
Yeah.
Don't
So-
breathe.
okay.
That was so
if-
tight. Don't breathe.
Oh my god. that
I
was-
said,
Don't
Damn.
like yours, you time, motherfucker.
Okay, if you're just starting out on Stephen King's novels, what book would you suggest to start out with?
Shit, I don't even know that.
Like,
I'm just started on
watch
Dark
movies.
Tower right now.
I watch movies and stuff like that. That's what I did. I watched The Shining.
I'll ask my I'll ask a
Oh,
buddy of mine, and I'll ask my former manager,
Mhm.
my manager, like from the bookstore, because he reads Stephen King. I'll ask him. But I almost started off on it, but I never finished it for whatever reason. Not because it was scary, I just never finished it. I probably went to Harry Potter.
Yeah.
But I'm going through Dark Tower right now.
I actually
comic
want to
book,
see
right?
Dark Tower.
No,
like, I
I'm
wanna
going
read
through
it.
the actual books, but there are other
Oh.
comics and stuff too, off the Dark Tower.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to read the Dark Tower because I really did like that movie.
Because
Yeah.
he jumps right in, like right now he doesn't explain, like there is different little languages, obviously.
Mhm.
A friend of mine gave me like the meanings of certain stuff, but he jumps right in, so you have to figure your way out with that, which is fine for me. But yeah, Stephen King is the GOAT, bro.
Yeah, man. I like the whole international feel to it. It's
just
like
all
there's
happened-
more out there to it. It's the fact that it's a god and getting his ass whooped by kids that makes it
That's
even more.
funny.
That's actually pretty cool. But like the fact
And I
that
bet that turtle's like, yeah.
the turtle,
It's kind of funny,
the
like
turtle actually told him how to kill
it's
it.
kind of funny,
Told
like the
them.
turtle, sewers.
Yeah,
Ninja
Ninja
Turtles.
Turtles. I see that shit. That's stupid. But no,
Mikey.
hey.
Oh shit.
No. But no,
Oh, that'd be bad. That'd be kind of
hilarious.
funny. Ninja Turtles versus it.
It went. Oh,
Bro,
man.
they already
Wow.
got Justice League versus Power Rangers.
And the
What?
Power
I heard it was good.
they
though.
canceled that shit.
Oh,
That much
no.
sucked. And I was like, man, I was getting into it. It was actually pretty good because for
That's
some
what-
reason the
that's
comic
what
books from
DC
Power
be
Rangers,
doing, though.
the comic books from Power Rangers, the comic
I
books
heard the
for
Power Rangers are
comic-
good. Boom Studios or whoever's doing
Yeah,
it.
that's a good story. They're good into an arc where there was previous Rangers before the original
Okay, that's
cast. It was way like in the 50s.
Oh, that's
And they had a 50s team, and I was like, "Oh shit, I want to read
so how the
this."
suits and stuff look?
Like they look
Some
just
stuff
like
from
that.
the 50s.
Yeah, there's some stuff in the 50s. No, oh well, actually, they look normal, like how they usually should look.
Just take place in the 50s.
It just takes place in the 50s.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I really want to
Do
see
they
that.
do they go there like with racial stuff? Or?
Yeah, I think one of them gets racism. I don't know which one, but
Mhm.
there's also like it goes on to where it's like they go on the moon and they see Rita coming, about to get out of her sleep.
I'm free.
It's like, nah, you're not.
I'm here to conquer her.
Yeah, but no, man, like fucking it.
It was great,
it
as
was
you
good.
can tell, because we've been talking about it.
Yeah, we
For
talk
what,
about
an
it.
hour or two?
Most likely.
It was a good movie. It's the
It really
thing to
is.
talk about right now.
It really is, and like
Hopefully
people-
this changes up. This brings back great horror movies.
I didn't even think of it as a horror movie. It was just weird as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like.
Well, it
weird
was
as-
just a movie had its funny moments, its scary moments, its suspicion moments.
Mhm.
That's a good thing about a movie. You can't really
this motherfucker.
like when you put stuff in a genre. That's when it's like, okay, it's got to follow this like steps and
Yeah.
becomes generic and boring.
Yeah, like from the first scene when Georgie got his arm ripped
I
out.
was hooked. That's
Yeah.
that's the
Yeah.
hook,
I was like,
and it takes you on the
fuck.
ride.
Yeah, and all you saw was his arm right there, and you're like, Georgie got farther away.
Yeah.
So how was
he
you
did
able to
like
get
the
him?
next shot? Well, you know he can stretch.
Kind- yeah.
Yeah, that's
Shape
true.
shift.
I
That
mean,
makes
you
sense.
saw when when Billy shot Georgie, and then like his body just started vibrating,
Yeah.
and you just saw its feet get all types of big.
Yeah,
Oh, God.
yeah, and he did that shit. Like I like that
I like
shit
the
in
part
the
where
house.
how you
Yeah.
started walking like that.
Yeah. Like freaking the
I
part
was-
where he was talking.
I
he
was
gonna,
loving it.
Yeah, like when he went to Eddie and was like, yeah, did that shit. But it was before that. It was before that when I keep calling the kid Richie, Billy and Richie, right? Is that
What, Richie? Yo, Richie.
The
Yeah,
glassy
the guy
guy.
Finn
Yeah.
from Stranger Things.
like those two when they were up there and they saw Eddie's face come out of that mattress? Like all the shit that he does to the kids and then makes them like and starts doing that shit. I'm like, motherfucker, dude. I'm like, that's some evil shit. That's evil as fuck.
Time to float.
And then he did that
I'm
with
telling
Richie.
Y'all
and he
watch
did that
out.
with
I
fucking,
bet you October 31st, social media's gonna be lit up because I'm pretty sure a lot of people gonna be dressed up like it,
dude.
or at least,
Mhm.
or at least just carry the damn balloon,
Dude, but how you said the
or at least a lot of them gonna dress up like Georgie,
yeah, that's true. That's
Georgie or it.
Mm-hmm. As soon as you see
Speaking
Georgie,
of that, I saw the movie on a Thursday.
yeah.
I went to iPick. I was treated to iPick for my birthday and stuff.
Oh yeah, shout out.
But
Stop it.
Yeah.
we went to my mom and I wanted to see another film called Wind River, which was really good, with Jeremy Renner in it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We tried to see it at our local theater close to home.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, that line was almost to the parking lot, like,
Gee.
and there was a lot of young folks out there, and it was like, she's like, "What they out here for?" And it's like, they come here to see it.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's good marketing.
Mm-hmm. Like I don't know how they do it. And what makes it cooler is that you see like people are like, oh, there's too many trailers, it's gonna ruin the movie. You see those trailers, and then you look at where that scene came from. It goes in a completely different direction.
Yep.
And it's like, okay, it's gonna jump out of the photo or something like that. He jumps out the photo. I was like, you went that big and that scary.
Yeah.
And when he turned to Georgie, that lighting on his face, where you just saw the eyes and the teeth, I was like, dude,
Oh yeah, you
that
talking about
was
when he
dope.
got really big?
Yeah, I was like, he
Like
didn't
in
have
the-
to go that big. I hated that. I would hate that shit. Like, he got big. And
Yeah, I wasn't
the
expecting
screaming.
that.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that either. That was evil. That was like my only heart pounding moment. Like, I was like, whoa. Like, that was unnecessary as fuck too for some kids.
Mhm.
He went in with that shit when he turned big and started
Yeah.
scaring them like that. And when he started crawling and shit like
Oh,
that,
God,
I was
that
like,
was
Oh
fuck
yeah,
freaky, man.
he went pretty fast too. It was almost like a standstill moment. Then he,
yeah, exactly. And like the thing kept going
Was
off and
there-
on.
You know,
and
it'd be a
off and
tight
on.
scene as if I think there was as if he slides back and forth like this, like a snake or whatever. That'd be kind of cool.
That would be kind of slick.
Yeah.
Almost like you remember how the Grinch snuck around when he was getting stuff from the Christmas tree.
Yo,
Yeah,
yeah.
That'd be tight.
that would be told. That'd be I say told. That'd be that
You got
would be
what you mean.
cold. Yeah,
Yeah.
I would like that.
Tight and cold.
Dude, what made me like he was I was like, dude, that price when he I'm so tongue tied here because it was so good. But that part where in the library
All
where he
right,
was
Billy.
chasing him.
All right.
Yeah, I was.
Didn't he
like-
make fun of Billy too?
Yeah, he made fun of everybody. He made fun of Beverly at the end.
Bruh, if I was the director of that movie, I'd be balling.
Yeah.
I couldn't even say cut. it's like, can we say cut?
Yeah, no, keep going. He over here
Keep going.
He over here bawling laughing. Like, it was an asshole. Like, unnecessarily an asshole.
It was funny though.
It was hilariously funny. And like,
It's like you felt bad for the children, but it's like,
this nigga, like, I want to see him more. He dope. And it's like none of his shit was real serious.
it really wasn't.
It was just like,
That's why I felt like in some aspects I felt it was safe. Like they seemed like it didn't go there.
yeah.
But apparently it was closer to the book, so
Mhm.
it didn't have to because the book is thick.
Yeah.
And it goes to a lot of different things too. So that's why I'm saying when they're adults.
They did a time
gonna
skip
go there.
also. Yeah, I've noticed the time skip. I was like, okay, that's cool. But nah, he was just God, man.
Like I know,
He was
like
that
ever
good.
since that movie came out, it's probably been on my mind almost every day.
It is on my mind every day. Like, it's to the point to where we all had
Dreams about it. Yeah.
And
At
like
least once.
at least once, and you're not even scared of your dream. You're like, man, get the fuck away from me, bro. It's like he's like, it was like that dude. He was like one of those dudes, like them school shooters, dude. Like he's like, it's like, man, my mom's pissing me off, and then your white friend is like, hey, we should kill her. Like, my nigga, like what? That's what it is. That's literally what he is. But damn it, dude, that movie was good. I like that
Yeah.
shit. I want to see it again. I might.
Speaking of another movie that folks might not have liked so much as it, and that deals with Death Note. Yeah.
Okay,
Talk about a whole 180, right?
Yeah.
Here's my
Now,
thing.
but before you go, Key, like
Go
I
ahead,
haven't
go
seen
ahead.
all of the movie. I saw like 10, 15
Okay.
minutes.
All right.
Cassandra muscled her way through it. Keith, did you see it?
Yeah, I seen it.
Like
seen
I
the
was
whole
making,
thing.
I was
But
like actually making tortillas.
he's
and watching
going
it at the same
to-
time.
I'll be like a moderator. Cassandra's probably gonna be like punching in the face, and Keith is gonna be blocking the shots.
Mhm.
So
All right.
let's go at it. Go.
All right, so here's the thing. I'm gonna defend Death Note for a little bit.
A little bit, only a little bit. There was like
No,
so
all right,
many
yeah,
things
look.
wrong with it.
Like, all right, look.
I'll give Ryuk, the guy that played
This
Ryuk,
is
he
my.
was good.
Oh, okay,
William
yes.
Dafoe.
William Dafoe, best job. He was the best character out of that whole movie.
Yeah, he was. I'll give
Boy,
him that.
here's the thing.
But they didn't show a lot of him. He was always in the shadows.
Yeah, he really
Yeah,
was. And
probably
Probably
for
would not be
probably
good
for budget
animation.
reasons.
like
too.
my favorite line out of the whole movie, it was like, "Oh, you could try to." He was like, "You could write my name in a book." I'm just letting you know the last dude that did that, he only got to 2 letters. I said, "My nigga."
But
I
that
said-
wasn't in the original story. I don't
It
think
wasn't. But that's where I'm getting at. That's what my little reason is. One, for fans, if you going in here as a fan, you're not gonna like the movie,
No.
obviously.
Yeah.
I went in there. You go in
Just
there as a
like-
casual.
Mm.
It's good.
What is? Yeah.
It's really good. I really hated his girlfriend. I really did.
Misa.
Yeah, I
she
really.
When
was
was
a
that one?
bitch.
She was a real.
But she was a bitch in the damn anime.
No,
Oh,
she was
she
annoying.
was annoying and
She was
she was
annoying.
getting in the way.
Yeah.
And she had a death note of her own.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't have.
I didn't
one
like
in this
the.
one.
I heard the plot where he was doing everything for her.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
was.
he was.
He was being a big pussy about it.
Yeah, major
He was a
pussy.
pussy.
Like-
Even Amisa said you're a pussy.
Yeah.
It was like, oh my god, you don't do that to Light. Light will bitch slap you, write your
He
name in the
would.
book. And I was like, and then there was
Yeah.
this.
That's almost making it. It's almost seemed like giving the message like women beat up on men or something.
Yeah, that's
I don't
true.
like that.
I didn't like that. Either.
Okay, and then there was this thing where you can write someone's name in the book, and you give them a. They only last for so long.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot how long they last until they actually die. 3 days? Was it? 3
I'll
days?
have to go back and look.
It's
at
3 days.
It's 3
It was
days?
it was 3 days.
Like without doing
And-
something, like 'cause
and
they're
if
supposed
before-
to die of a heart attack.
And before they die, you can actually only once you can burn their name on the page that you wrote their name on, and they can still live.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that was not in the original story.
Mm.
Like there was a concept before Death Note. They had a Death Note eraser, where you can just erase it and the person comes back to life.
Huh.
It wasn't really explained. It was just like a pilot of
Oh, okay.
before the Death
Like the
Note.
little pilot.
Yeah, it was.
Like before they started chapter 1.
Yeah, it was just a work in progress thing before they actually started the actual Death Note.
Makes
interesting.
sense. Makes sense.
It was in volume 13 of Death Note. It was just like
Okay.
just
Probably
information about the
chapter
characters.
0 or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, that's what they usually do. But what other problems you have? Like, I want you guys to talk first before
Alright.
before I jump
My only
in.
problem is
Light. I mean, no. Yeah, well, Light.
Light Turner, who must be the Dimension.
Oh my God.
Light Turner.
Turner's such a white name. It's
but
like,
no,
oh my
I get
God.
it. But when you look at it, it's like Light Turner, like turn on the light. That's how I looked at it.
Oh,
This ain't
I looked at it as a
wow.
corny
This
as
ain't,
joke.
what's his name?
Light
Bobby
Turner.
Womack or
They
whatever.
could have at least got it close to Yagami
Turn
as
on the
possible.
Yeah.
Light a candle.
And then L, I don't know. He just seemed.
Which L? Because his name is Light too. Both of their names. Are
L.
Light.
Well, L.
No, both
the,
the names
the
are
detective.
Detective.
The detective.
Yeah, but
He
the
was
director,
a good actor.
The director said
he was
that
a good
both their
actor.
names
I
were
liked
Light.
him. I liked him, but he kind of.
He didn't.
I heard he
feel
was
like
a
he
little-
didn't fit the character.
I heard he was
Yeah.
a little bit too much.
Yeah, he did a
Yeah.
little bit too much.
He did a 180. It's like he said that he didn't want to, like he wanted to get justice without killing, and then at the very end he lost. What was his name? Watami. That butler
Oh,
guy.
Watari?
Yeah, Watari.
Watari.
He lost
Watari.
him.
Oh, Watari wasn't in the movie?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was in the movie, but he died.
Yeah, he died.
Yeah, they
Which
killed
sucked.
him off.
I was like, I hated
he
that.
dies in the.
Yeah, but
It was too early.
Yeah, it was too early. It was stupid.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, when Watanabe died, he actually went up to Light and say, confess now, tell me. And then later on in the story, at the very end, he does find the Death Note page that what's her face Misa took from
Mhm.
the Death Note, and he was like right there. He was about to write Light Turner's name.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of hard, just like, and that's how it ended. I was like, oh my God, it's so stupid.
Part 2.
I hope
Yeah.
not. It was so bad. Don't make another one.
Yeah.
Actually,
I'm
burn
not
it.
going to blame Netflix on that because Netflix, they just show the movie. They don't produce it.
But I'm hoping they burn it so it was like never happened. Like how they did in the freaking in the movie, burn it and like it never happened.
It's like, yeah.
Yeah, that would be
You
hilarious.
okay?
I'm sorry, I just read a joke from my friend. She's stupid as shit. But no,
What else you going to say?
I like the violence. The violence is dope.
The violence was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like how
But
the way
it was
Flex
still kind of
died.
fake. It felt kind of fake.
I
though.
feel like I'm a casual. I was a casual from the get go because I really didn't watch.
Because if you're coming in full hard like
anime,
thinking
otaku, fucking weeaboo stage, then
Weeaboo.
of course you're not gonna like the movie because really that's all.
Have you seen
that's all
the
it's getting to hate.
actual movie?
Oh,
The
the actual
Japanese
show-
ones?
The Japanese one?
I actually want to see the actual live action.
I haven't
Japanese
seen them.
movie.
I heard they were
was-
good though.
Though there's one where there's one fucking Death Note user, he's killing all the other Death Note users.
That's tight.
Yeah. There was like multiple Death Note users and like they're all trying to fight it or kill
Well,
each
they
other
were
and
doing
stuff
like
that.
I
they're
don't
doing like
remember
a
that.
new movie. That might be what you're talking about, where it's like years later, and then like there's new Death Note users like all over the place.
Mhm.
They're coming out. I think it's out.
Oh, really?
Probably is.
Yeah,
that.
it's like
it an anime?
It just no,
Hey, no,
it's a live
real.
action movie.
It's
It
a
just
live
came out
action.
not too long ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, but here's my thing where I'm in the middle like with you two. I'm not gonna blame the director. I know he wrote the script. Like I've seen like his behind the scenes stuff. He seemed really passionate about it, and he probably really was. He also said like like I promised myself, like me and my brother, like if I ever become a director like in Hollywood, I want to make a Death Note movie. He did, whether you like it or not. But I'm not going to blame him so much because one, he's new.
Mm-hmm.
That's one. He's indie, and also in the way that the trends are going on with these movies now, if you know the issues with Star Wars Episode 9, you know what I'm talking about.
Mhm.
The producers have say so.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
true.
a lot of I
Yeah.
think the producers really got involved. It's like, hey, make him like a little punk in the classroom.
Yeah.
So he probably had to change up the scripts to bend over really for what the producers wanted.
Oh, wait. The adults. I hated the adults in here.
I hated
It
the
was
adults too.
Stupid. It's like,
I didn't really hate Light's dad because one, he was
Yeah,
just
he was
doing
fine.
his job.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he
was
was just
fine.
doing his job.
it's just the teachers and the principal is like,
I fucking
Dude.
hated them.
it's like
I
this
haven't gotten
guy
that
got
one.
fucking hit in the fucking face. He looked like he.
Oh, you talking about that part where he's in a fight or whatever?
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
he got
I was like-
clocked and like fucking the teacher.
And the
turned
teacher
it in.
was like, he was more worried about his.
Grades.
The
grades or
fact,
whatever.
yeah, he was.
I
more,
like how Light
he was
was
more
like,
worried than the
dude,
fact that
You don't see
Light did
this.
people. Yeah,
You're worried about this, and you don't see my face.
you don't care about my safety. I was like,
Look,
man, like,
I haven't
say fuck
even-
him.
Distribute all these freaking like
Children.
essays or whatnot.
Yeah,
Like it never happened. I can just shred them. But I'm worried about my face right here. I
Yeah.
got fucking hit.
Hit.
and he
And
got away
then
with
this
it.
bully keeps going at it.
Yeah, exactly. And
Yo, like the way that one bully died though in the beginning, where
Yeah.
that thing
I
slipped.
think that was him. Yeah.
yeah,
I was like, oh,
yeah, that
oh!
motherfucker got oofed. And like,
His head came.
clean
I was
off.
like, whoa, I wasn't
It's-
expecting that.
Yeah. I thought his head was just gonna pop off.
I'm
Nah,
like,
that shit got
it's almost like with
annihilated.
it was like they're not gonna go there. Oh, they went there.
They went there like a motherfucker.
But-
in the movie.
But going back towards the movie, I was telling Cassandra, like, man, we can write a script right now for Death Note. Now I know that the director and the writer, same guy, he was saying that he reread through the manga and he was saying that Death Note is so Japanese. He says it's kind of hard to film, and I'm like, well, I can see that if you're, there's a lot of Japanese references. Takes place in Japan.
of course.
So of course, I'm like, but you can still take that elements and put that here in America. Now, Cassandra was saying that they could have got an Asian. I agree. They could have. Isn't
Well,
you need to put them in places where we know.
okay, and
Asians
L,
could be.
L was, he was not Asian. He was actually, I would say he was somewhere in European. He was probably European. I was thinking he was more
What? Arab?
American. I
What?
felt
The Japanese?
in
in
the
Japan?
in the Japanese in the original L to me he felt like he was white. You know, like
Not L. I mean light.
talking about the manga.
Yeah, the manga. Like for the manga, if I say that, light to me in the manga, we know he was Japanese. L, I think he was what? Probably American.
He
or
was
whatever.
he was American.
But he
definitely
could probably
American.
speak Japanese
Yeah.
or talk
He was smart.
English, you know.
Mhm.
But like for Light to me, and probably even L too, like Light is obviously Asian. I'm saying, okay, you could put that where we know some of the hot spots could be. Like Seattle well, it's a cool place because we know that's where a lot of techs will be.
Yep.
We know if you look at the demographics for a lot of techs, a lot of whites, and a lot of Asians,
Mm-hmm.
that would be a hot spot. San Francisco, that would have been dope. So if you want to go with that, it could have been Asian or white.
Yeah, that's true. And
Seattle could have made
really,
some sense
yeah,
to some degree because I mean, they say there's a lot of suicide rates in Seattle.
yeah,
That could have been tied up into the story.
That could have. That could
That would
have.
have been tight.
That would have been tight.
See,
San-
like we can actually make something, but we just
Yeah, I'm pretty sure his original script was really dope, but everybody wants to blame the director. It's like, yo, there's producers, there's
Yeah.
executive producers, there's the studio, because the guy is not Steven Spielberg. He can't tell them what he wants or what not to do.
Yeah, that's true.
So what I'm saying is,
Wait.
now if they're going with a Asian guy, that's
if
what
they
I
would have
would.
went with
I
an Asian guy,
personally-
I
I've been saying
wouldn't
that-
have a problem with that.
I would. I said, but if you're gonna make him American, the guy that I would have picked wasn't this dude. I'm like, he's not a
not
good
Nat
fit.
Wolff, not dude from the Naked Brothers band.
I was thinking,
I
and
never
a lot
thought he
of
was
folks,
a bad actor either.
a lot
so.
of like, well, he's gonna have to buff down now. I was thinking at the time, Zac Efron, he looked to me like Light Yagami. He had like the haircut
That's
at
not
the
bad.
time and everything, and I think he could have probably put on a really he looked the part. He probably could have done a really cool
Mhm.
performance. I'm not sure who they would have picked for L. I'm not sure why they went with the guy that was in Get Out, the black guy. Just throw in diversity.
Yeah, he was in.
Yeah,
He was in.
I haven't
he was in
seen Get Out, but I know he's in Get Out.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
like,
in, oh, you should have seen Get Out.
yeah,
You love that movie.
but unless it was for diversity, say for diversity.
Yeah,
Probably.
But I'm like,
that's usually what it
it's
is.
not really hard what they did. Like, I didn't like the beginning of the film where they're at the schoolyard and the Death Note just falls out of nowhere.
Well, that's how it happened.
No,
really?
like the first episode shows you the Shinigami's world.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Ryuk
Oh, yeah, that's
was
true.
bored.
Yeah.
He threw the Death Note down there because he
Well, he
was
did
bored.
establish that in the movie. He was bored.
Yeah, like that's why I was thinking. So okay, they usually tell you show not tell, but I think budget reasons they couldn't show the death. The other world.
Yeah, that's true.
So there, and I think it would have been cool, like if they found like a way to, like in the show, like when they go to like a cut or like a next part
yeah.
or whatever, they show you like a piece of the, like a page from the book, like rule number 1 or whatever.
Yeah, that's
I think that would be cool if they would have put that in the movie. Like it'd be like a little
a little nod.
act 2, like
Yeah.
like this is one of the rules or whatever.
Oh,
Yeah,
like
one
on
or
those
the
little
other
commercial breaks and stuff
Yeah.
like that. I see.
That'd be tight.
That would be
Did
tight.
did he do his dramatic?
Oh,
When he,
he
like
never
when he
did
writing
that,
down
did
his
he?
names and
I
shit.
don't think he. I haven't.
I would have done that. That was.
That was stupid and funny at the same time. I was
That would
like,
have been cringy as fuck.
I like the part. Like the voice actors in the shows were great. I like the part
Willem
where
Dafoe was dope.
I'm gonna
no, like in
I'm
the
gonna
anime,
take it.
in the
Oh,
anime
yeah.
show, yeah,
Eat
he's
it.
like, I'm gonna take me a potato chip and eat it. He just kept rolling, but he was watching the
oh man, that
movie
music
in.
too.
Yeah, what? He was watching what?
He was. You remember he?
He was watching the news
well,
and doing homework.
They bugged his house.
Oh yeah, that's
But
true.
he got that portable thing, and he put it. Somebody put it in the potato chip bag.
Uh-huh.
So why does it look like I'm doing my homework and stuff like that? I'll be taking a potato chip and eat it. And he just was writing names, but they were bugging his. They bugged his house, so they were watching. It was like,
oh,
he
what
looks
really,
like a normal
what
high
really
school
bugged
kid.
me about Ryuk
Mm-hmm.
is that he didn't finish his apples.
Oh yeah,
Like
that's
he would
true.
just eat around it and that's it, and he throws it on the ground. It's like, dude, Ryuk eats a whole apple,
Mm-hmm.
stem and everything.
Yep.
So they didn't do Ray Pember and his fiance.
Yeah, I believe that's what it.
Did they do it?
No. Oh no, they didn't do that. No. I'm
That would
sorry.
have been tight. That was a cool cat and mouse with him and Ray Pember, the FBI
No, it
guy.
was-
Oh yeah.
The one where he
It was
died in the
actually
subway.
Misa that got them to die. Like she.
So
there
she sounds like she's
They actually split up Light Yagami's
Character.
character into two and gave it to Misa.
Oh
God.
man.
They OP her ass. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
So Light was just a punk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Darn.
Just stupid feminist shit.
Yeah. Feminism actually ruins everything on the road. But
Yeah,
I'm
we
sorry,
talked about this
Cassandra.
last time.
Yeah, I'm sorry,
with
Cassandra, but
Like they could have made her a little bit stronger, but don't actually take her character away or
yeah,
take one character
to make
away
her
to make her
overly
stronger.
strong,
Yeah.
like they doing with Ray.
yeah, that's true.
Why they making episode 8? She already accomplished her goal in episode 7.
Wait, who? What? What was
Ray.
Ray from
Star
Star
Wars.
Wars.
that?
They OP'd her ass.
Yeah.
Unless I was thinking this, unless it's not about Ray, it's gonna be about Kylo Ren.
Nice, most
His
likely.
story has.
Kylo Ren is so fucking ugly. How can people like him?
It's
Like,
not because
people
We don't
his
like-
looks.
We
Okay,
don't like
no,
his.
all these people.
We don't like his face. We like. I like his outfit.
I like his outfit.
His
That shit
outfit's
is
His
kinda-
smooth
mask
as
is
fuck.
okay.
His
No.
fucking lightsaber smooth as shit. too.
Yeah, everything below the face is amazing. But that face.
Oh, when he
is
took off.
ugly.
When he took off.
That nigga nose big.
Yeah.
That nigga.
I have no problem with Adam Driver. Adam Driver, you're fine. It's
Yeah,
just,
you're cool.
They
But when
revealed
they-
his face
It
too
is.
but you
soon.
have to admit, Adam, when you took off your mask, I was in the movie theater. Like Keith, you was there.
Yeah.
It felt you weren't in there with us,
Yeah.
but I'm pretty sure when he took off the mask, air just sucked out the room. Like,
Yeah.
oh my, like why would you do that?
Like it was too soon. It was too soon to take off the mask.
And then you find out this dude doesn't even need the mask. He's just a fanboy.
Yeah.
But that's why I'm saying, like, okay, it can't be about Ray. It's got to be about Kylo Ren because it's more about his little journey. He got the scar. He's going through. He sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
I mean, he was supposed to be more powerful than her, but she whipped his ass. It's like, unless
he
they're
was just
gonna,
a little pussy boy.
unless they're gonna do a 180 where Ray's the bad guy. I mean, bad chick or whatever.
Yeah.
And he's gonna be.
That's
the one
probably
redemption.
what's gonna happen. And
I think that's
remember-
gonna be the twist because I mean they giving Ray all this power. I'm like Ben's gonna have to be the one that be the strongest,
Mhm.
and I don't think folks don't like that. It's like because a lot of folks may kill Han Solo.
Yeah. But here's the thing, like the Jedi Council, they are forgiving as fuck.
But the Jedi Council's gone.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
It's just
I'm
Luke
sorry,
Skywalker.
but like Luke, I mean, that's what he was taught, right? To forgive, right? I doubt
He
he's
sounds
gonna
like
do
he's
it.
well, he
going to the
never
dark
finished.
side.
He never
I-
finished his training.
Oh
right?
yeah, that is true.
That's what some think is. What if he trains Ray to be a bad guy, and then there's Snoke?
I feel like that's what's gonna happen.
What the
like,
hell
Ray's
Snoke
gonna become
doing
the
there?
bad guy.
Who is Snoke?
Ray's gonna be the
They
bad
don't
guy.
probably know.
And then
Obi.
I said Obi-Wan, but and Kylo's
Obi-Wan
gonna become a
could
Jedi. I think that's a good assumption.
That would be something, but it's like okay, then why y'all marketing this chick so hard?
Mm-hmm.
But
Jesus.
Ben is ugly. Like people, like on Tumblr, they draw fucking porn of him. It's like I don't want to see this. It's disgusting. It's like he doesn't have a pretty face at all. I don't want to see that O face.
Like, cause if you see Adam Driver like not in the suit, like he looks like a normal guy, but when he took off that mask, he was looking all sad and depressed or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And Ray made it worse.
Yeah, that's true.
She's like, you want to be like Vader, but you can't be like Vader. He got
Ooh.
pissed.
Oh yeah, that was funny.
The coolest part he had was when he stopped the laser beam,
Oh yeah, and it had held it there, and then it went
then
off.
just walked. But yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do with episode 8.
Me neither, bro.
And
I'm not gonna-
if you guys followed us on our channel, go check out that latest video I put out where my frustrations with J.J. Abrams coming back for episode 9.
But yeah,
I'm
I'm
not
not
happy.
gonna. I'm just tired and burned out on. Star
Folks are
Wars.
already tired out, fatigued. It only just that's another thing I came up with, and I typed out this essay little thing to this one dude because he was bringing up why the Force Awakens was not a reboot. It was all that
Who said
stuff.
that?
World of Geekdom. Geekdom 101. He talks more about with Dragon Ball and stuff. He has a dope channel. Like, don't get me wrong, but he has another channel, and he was bringing out some stuff that wasn't true, and I had to correct him.
Oh shit.
So I made a little essay. I didn't mean to make it an essay, but so I'm tired of this, and I just went I went to work. I told him, okay, you're saying that J.J. Abrams is the right choice, which I agree because whatever they're going with, because he's safe. But you can't tell me that folks just overly love episode 7 if fans are already divided with him for episode 9.
Yeah.
And then all these other articles like IGN is coming out saying, yeah, episode 7 wasn't all that. Then it's like, but y'all dummies were the ones that said it was the greatest thing since Empire.
True. That's true.
And how JJ saved it. But now he's doing episode 9 and it's like, so either you
Like him or you don't.
liked it or you did. Like, were you telling the truth then, or are you just lying to get reviews?
They're just
Which
on the hype.
We
Pretty
know,
much, yeah.
we know
Yeah.
IGN. They all up on Call of Duty's privates.
Honestly, like, and what's the thing? I know we're getting off topic and stuff like that, but IGN, what
It's
they're
Friday.
doing now? Yeah, I know it's Friday. Oh man, I'm having a good day so far. But
We can tell.
yeah, fucking what IGN is doing now. I know we recently talked about their Disney XP stuff, right? Haven't we talked about
With
that?
XD?
Yeah,
With the stream? Like
Like,
well, you said
they're
IGN's on the
showing on-
XD channel.
yeah, they got their own show on Disney XD. Didn't we talk about that?
We talked about it the last time.
Oh yeah, we sure did. Well, my whole thing is like, dude, I just noticed like, yeah, there being a new G4 and stuff like that. They're basically trying to be like G4. A lot of shit is like G4, but my other thing is like, yo,
It's kind of a conflict of interest.
exactly
Because it's like you're on Disney, so that gives the impression that you're bought out.
yeah.
That's-
Freaking
'cause you see
Polaris
what I'm-
Prime Time is one of the cringiest shits I've seen in my life. Because you know the Polaris Prime Time thing is the people that made VGHS.
Okay.
If you know how those people are,
Video game.
and then them going to this show, they say some of the most cringiest jokes and shit, and none of it shit is funny. It's terrible. And I'm like, shut the fuck up.
But that's bad, because who else is on that Disney XD channel? Black Nerd? Or...
Black Nerd was on there.
Oh,
Markiplier
yeah,
was like, all these people that just curse their minds up. And they even have them bleeping it out too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they'll bleep it out and shit like that.
So
I'm
why
like,
they
wow.
even, like, they buy them out? It's like, hey, talk about this movie.
Yeah, we can. And it's
That was
them
sad.
actually screaming and stuff like that. And I'm like, holy shit! Like,
That's
y'all
terrible.
got them doing some money grubbing shit.
Mhm.
I mean, that's cool that Markiplier and them are actually getting their jobs and getting their shit, but
it almost seemed like you're selling out.
yeah, like
Especially with IGN, it's like, okay, well, that might be why you're divided on the Disney stuff, because you must be getting some type of money from them while
Yeah.
you're on their channel. You're big enough. You got a lot. You got Twitch. You have all this other stuff. You don't need to be on Disney.
yeah,
You could do something with Netflix.
that's
I
true.
think they could do a lot with Netflix.
Yeah.
They can have live streams on.
But I really hate how Netflix is not getting, like, Disney's going to have their own stream.
Mhm.
And what was the other one? It was
ESPN is coming out first. Disney's gonna be doing
ESPN, the sports.
Star Wars stuff. Yeah, they Disney owns ESPN.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why they like.
ESPN will be
At
easy
the
to
same
do.
time, since the whole Disney XP thing, they've been showing like live Street Fighter tournaments and stuff like that
Yeah.
on TV, and like on both ESPN and Disney. And I was like,
And,
holy shit, bro.
Disney says they're gonna put their Star Wars stuff with their stream. Marvel's gonna stay on Netflix for right now.
Yeah,
Because I don't want to subscribe to all this shit, and they take $10 or however much you pay for Netflix.
and that's why
It's about to
you
get
get. That's
over-
why you get friends with the accounts. If you're cool with somebody, they might just give you their account.
And also, it's about to be oversaturated with stuff. Everybody's getting a stream.
Well, no, right?
Like
It's like, man, we're gonna see
Young
seeing
Justice is gonna be
everybody's
on DC stream, but we know a way around the stream.
life. Yeah.
There's a way around. We
Yeah.
all know the site.
Yeah, we all know the site. We already
So
know
there's
where
a
to
way
go.
around that.
Yeah, we ain't about to tell nobody. But
They always post it on YouTube somehow, too.
Well, yes, always. Yeah, I mean,
But it's only there for a few hours, and then it's taken down, and then it's uploaded again.
yeah.
Like, I saw the new Rick and Morty on YouTube first, and I'm like,
Dum, dum,
damn.
Mm-hmm.
So there's ways around it. So, if like for Young Justice, it's gonna be 26 episodes. It will be There'll be some adult stuff in there.
Oh
Be
yeah,
dark, but
they
it'll
gonna
still
go
be the
dark.
show.
Yeah,
So I'm excited for Young Justice. That comes out
me too.
next year.
Dude.
I can't
Shit,
wait.
if they don't make another DC live action movie, I'm good.
Yeah, just
I'm
go
good
ahead.
right now. I don't need no more Batman,
I don't want
live
no-
action stuff.
I really don't want
If-
no Batman animated shit anymore, dude.
Like anime, yeah.
Yeah, because the next one is like Gotham
Oh,
Gaslight.
Gaslight.
Yeah.
Gaslight actually looks pretty good, and that's an Elseworld thing. It deals with it's really tight because it's from Mike Mignola. It's from the comic book.
Oh, okay.
The guy that created Hellboy.
Oh,
where
yeah.
He goes against Jack the Ripper. Because it takes place back in the 1800s.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's actually a pretty dope idea. Like,
Yeah, you
yo,
gotta
Batman
you gotta
solving
science-
the case of
Jack
Jack the
the
Ripper.
Ripper.
It's never been solved.
Turns
Yeah.
out it's Hannibal.
That'd be
This-
some crazy
This
shit.
chick.
Oh, man, I learned
That'd be
that
funny
shit.
if they get what's his name, the Mads.
Mans, yeah.
Yeah.
To
To
play-
voice it. That'd be
Oh.
funny. That'd be hilarious.
But nah, before we end it, because I don't know what y'all got to do, but I want to get y'all opinion on the new Spider-Man show.
I haven't
haven't
been
watched-
watching it.
I haven't
I
watched
saw
it.
like a few of the clips.
All right,
I heard
Okay.
it's flat.
Oh,
Like
really?
the art is flat,
Flat,
Terrible.
flat. Damn.
flat.
It looks like it tries to, like the colors in that movie. It's like everything is dookie green almost.
Dookie green.
Like it's ugly.
There's no life
It's-
in it.
Yeah, it really is. It looks like people just sucked all the vibrance out of it. That's what it looks like. And like the story, of course, is like Peter. Instead, in this one, it's like a war of schools kind of thing. So it's like
War school.
Horizon Labs versus Oscorp because
Okay.
Horizon High is pretty much smart kid school. You know, that's where all the prodigies go. And after an incident where the Green Goblin came out of nowhere, and like this is Spider-Man getting his powers and shit like that. Like Peter Parker, he goes to Horizon Labs. That incident or wherever happened with the Green Goblin got Harry kicked out, and Oscorp making his school. So we already got introduced to the Shocker. They used both
Scorpion.
Scorpion. Yeah, we already got introduced to Scorpion.
Vulture.
They did both Shockers. They did Vulture. They did Scorpion.
I bet Miles is in there somewhere.
Miles is in there actually. And what's crazy is that Miles and Arena, that's her name. She's the Spanish like Spider.
Oh,
chick.
the Silk.
Not Silk,
Oh.
but it's the chick.
Silk is
before.
Asian, Asian.
Silk is
Okay.
Asian. But like, her, Miles, and Peter are the same age.
Huh.
And they're all in the same school, and so we might be getting like a Web Warriors kind of thing, which where they
Okay.
get bit by a radioactive spider and they have spider powers.
And the Spider-Man series seems to get more confusing.
Yeah,
mean-
they trying to do some stuff, but like honestly, I'm looking at the show. I'm like, this is just a science show.
I
don't
wasn't
like
big
this.
on Ultimate Spider-Man, but it's begging me to come back at
Yeah,
this point.
Yeah.
if they,
Spectacular
I wish
Spider-Man was
Spectacular was the shit, bro.
I
And Sony did that.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ever since Disney got back the animated rights or whatever,
Yeah.
they've been.
Like
Hit or
after they
miss.
canceled Spectacular Spider-Man, I'm like, why y'all keep coming out with a new Spider-Man show?
Well, see, they canceled Spectacular Spider-Man.
Yeah, they
They're already
canceled.
talking about season 3, which would
Yeah.
have been dope. A lot of folks were hurt over Earth's Mightiest Heroes. Wasn't it like the other Avengers show?
yeah.
Not Earth's
Like-
Mightiest Heroes was good.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, folks were butthurt when Disney
Canceled it, yeah.
and then they came out with
Mhm.
Avengers Assemble.
That terrible shit. No, Earth's Mightiest Heroes, they went in on that
Yeah,
show.
that was really
I
good.
heard
And like everybody was like,
the art was
fuck
like,
the art. Like honestly, I just like the show. Yeah, okay, they look blocky and shit like that. So what? That show was great beginning up until its cancellation when they did the Secret Avengers episode. That was dope. That's where you actually saw Wolverine like silhouettes killing like raptors and shit
That was
like that.
awesome.
I was like, y'all did this? Okay, let's go. Like, oh,
Then
dude.
they canceled Wolverine and the X-Men, which
Yeah.
was also good. That
Oh,
way in
dude.
too.
That was
Disney
that
just
show-
cleaned house.
No,
good.
they-
should
but that
really
was
bring that
Nickelodeon. Nickelodeon got
Nick
that.
had that. Well, yeah, they did. It was on another show, another channel too.
Yeah, well, I forgot what it was though.
I forgot.
It was.
I was watching that online.
Oh
I'm
my
like,
God.
yo, this is good.
Wolverine and the X-Men, man.
That was
The
a deep
best.
show.
And then how
The
they
first
end the
two-
first. Wait, it was it 2 seasons or one?
It was
season?
only what 2? Was it 2 seasons?
I believe it was 2 seasons.
Like 1 or 2 seasons.
God, how they ended that last season. It was like, oh my God, why didn't you finish it? It's like, I'm waiting. And I didn't know they canceled it. I didn't know they canceled it.
That was me.
I've been waiting.
I like the first, like what, first or two, like the first 2 episodes where it literally just starts off Gene and Scott having another argument, and then everything just goes blank, and we find out that Gene is turned into Phoenix and all that.
Yeah,
Ooh,
like
It went to some
Scott really like
adult
went.
things.
yeah,
Like he was broken, man.
yeah, like Scott. And then when he got back on the case, he put on that trench coat and then actually started doing work. He was being brutal as fuck. I was like, oh shit, y'all just made Scott OP.
I was
like how
sad
they
about
went back
Rogue
to
because
doing the
Rogue was my favorite.
Yeah, Rogue was dope. What's up?
Yeah, I like how they did the flashbacks, like how, like the flashback to how it led to that point where Logan was leaving,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like when he first got to the manor, and he was hitting up on Gene.
Yeah.
And Scott was like, "Hey man, that's my girl," like you know.
And then
But it
that
was
argument,
funny.
and then the argument happened there. After
Yeah,
that.
and like Gene was flirting with Logan and stuff.
Yeah, well,
It's
that
not
was
Logan's
funny.
fault, man. It was freaking Gene's fault. That
yeah,
bitch.
yeah, that's pretty much Gene's
And
fault.
like then Scott was like fighting like Logan and everything, and Gene was like, "You know why he didn't fight back? Because I told him not to."
yeah,
Telepathically. And
yeah.
stuff. He was like, "I ain't gonna fight you over no girl, Summers." come on. Like,
Summers,
man, I've been around for hundreds
Scott.
of years. I can get any pussy I want.
It won't get no.
I probably
negatives.
hit your mother.
Wait, doesn't Wolverine have like a kid?
I mean, X-23,
What, Draken or Draken?
Draken, yeah,
Yeah,
Draken.
is
that
he
might
still,
be a little
ain't he-
jelly.
Didn't they make him? Well, they made him gay. Is he still gay?
I believe. So.
I think
I don't
he's
read
bi.
Marvel comics anymore.
I
bro.
think he's bisexual.
I should tune in for Spider-Man though. I need to read Spider-Man. But other than that, y'all
That
got
was
anything else?
Not for this.
Not for this.
No, I
good.
think we're done.
All right.
For
Yeah,
today.
I think we got everything out.
How long is this?
About 2 hours.
All right, that's
2
not
hours
bad.
and 6, man.
Two parts. Follow us on social media at Thundery187 and Twitter also.
Instagram, CJ Banda.
And you can follow me at Blaine Dotson on Instagram, and I'm also on Twitter. But
I don't even use
Yeah.
Twitter.
I try not to use Twitter as much because
Like, I
really
don't
it's
even
just
know- I don't
it's just
understand
shit
Twitter.
talking porn.
I was like, dude, it's like all. What am I supposed to be talking about? Hey, I'm doing a podcast. Hey,
it's
drinking
good
a
for
soda.
great for writers,
Yeah.
and it's great for folks, I guess, just to say stuff. But Instagram is good for me.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Instagram's
like
best.
Instagram. myself.
Instagram, YouTube.
We're actually getting some views too.
Yeah,
Shout out
'cause
to
it's
everybody that
visual.
tunes in and stuff like that. Also,
Like I just share like YouTube videos. It's like, okay, oh, you like the video? Go straight to straight to Twitter.
but yeah. Other than that, I guess we're done for today. I know we wanted to ever since the hurricane came through and stuff like
Yeah.
that. We've been wanting to talk about the Defenders. Well, we'll eventually talk about Defenders.
Man, I seen it. I know.
Oh, I've
He's
seen it. I
it.
binge watched
Cassandra
that. damn
hasn't
one.
seen
yeah.
it yet.
Nah,
Oh, you have
So-
probably not gonna be one of the
watching
people
it.
that watch. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Just-
see, please.
And, like, if you guys like sit down and watch the first episode, I'll probably sit down and watch. It's like one of those shows. I have to have someone watching it with me.
Okay.
I got you.
Yeah.
But
But me and Keith can talk about it. What's his name? Joseph can watch
Oh,
it. with-
Joseph can definitely talk about it. He was trying to spoil it day one. But other than that, yeah, that's going to be it for us. So
Yeah.
I guess we'll see you next time. You guys stay safe. And thanks. Also, thanks for tuning in every time we upload something.
Next time we should talk about Castlevania.
Yes. Yes.
Let's start that
Next
now.
episode.
That'd
Next
be
episode.
next episode.
Next episode.